I have a really happy public transport story for today.
You arrived at your destination without sitting in anybody's pee?
That is indeed also very happy. No. It's actually happy. And this time I'm not even talking about children licking the seat happy. It's actually happy.
Sometimes I forget that happened. And when I remember that happened, and then I...
Oh, come on, that was still funny.
Not really. I mean, yes, but also no. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Tifa, go on.
For kids, it's good for their immune system.
No. That's how you die. That's how you get STDs on your tongue. Anyway.
Before I start, happy Wednesday, Hype Psycho. How you doing?
What she said.
This already happened on Monday, but yesterday we had plenty to talk about, so I saved it for today.
Wow, telling us late public transport stories.
I know, right?
Unwatchable, honestly.
Imagine.
If I could, I would leave right now.
So, I was going home, and it was rather boring. I was sitting in my seat, and a guy came sitting next to me, and he started watching something on his phone. And I didn't really have anything to do, nothing to pay attention to, and I'm like automatically watching along. And he's watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
One of Tifa's favorite shows.
Which is awesome. So he's just watching, and at some point I'm just like watching along. I could tell it was season 1 because the ugly guy was still in there.
Because, you know, when somebody sits next to you in public transport, the completely normal thing to do is to just keep staring at their screen.
I mean, it kind of happens automatically, isn't it?
I do it too. Where did that voice come from? It sounded like me.
So I'm like watching along, and at some point he notices I'm watching along.
It's probably obvious because I imagine Tifa did something like... yeah, totally subtle.
He didn't have subtitles, so I was just watching the thingy. And then when he noticed, when he was holding his phone, he did like the... Like, he moved it a little bit so that I could watch better. And I thought that was absolutely adorable. And then I'm like, oh, thank you. And then he even offered me an earpiece, which I also thought was really sweet. But I was like, no, alles okay.
No, thank you. I don't want your ear in my ear. Why is that?
It's always this fruit fly.
It's getting so cold outside. We've talked about how fall has happened upon us, and there is still 2 fruit flies in this apartment. And for some reason, they keep following me. I showered before the stream. I swear, I used soap and everything. Why are you following me? Why do you make me look weird on the internet? I mean, weirder than I am.
I think they also only have like a lifespan of 2 days, so it has to be a new one every time.
So this has to be the grandchildren of a...
Sorry. I thought that was super sweet. He let me watch along. He was really nice. And I was like, can also be like that.
That is actually kind of sweet. Just 2 strangers sharing a moment over a common interest in a late 90s TV show.
Exactly. It makes me happy that people still watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer in this time.
Well, I understand why some people wouldn't want to.
Why wouldn't you want to?
I mean, besides whether you find it interesting or not, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was made by Joss Whedon.
It was Joss Whedon.
A piece of shit human being.
Hmm.
So, like, you know, we've talked about similar things before where it's like, well, if you think about it really hard and if you follow the money and everybody involved in anything, it's like, you don't want to buy anything, you can't eat anything, everything will be bad for you, everything will lead you to die some way. Every piece of media ever made is probably somehow attached to some person who's a piece of shit.
I understand the wanting to boycott things, and I sometimes do myself too with certain products and stuff. But like you said, if you actually start following the money with anything, I will starve to death and live in a box on the street. And even then, I probably still need to hand in my box.
I mean, yes, you are Dutch, you enslaved a good chunk of the world. I'm German. The rest
I'm
has
not
been
talking about the
documented.
past. If you just look at current, times. Like if you drink cola, I believe that's owned by Nestle, which is technically...
No, Coca-Cola is owned by the Coca-Cola company.
I thought they're part of the Nestle branch.
It's Nestle and
Nestle.
not Nestle.
I thought it's Nestle.
And
How often do I say that?
It's its own company. Thankfully not that much. But
okay, that takes away the point I was gonna make, that I'm quite sure Coca-Cola company also has something behind them, which is doubtful.
It's funny you mention that because
Recent scandal?
Recently, as early as I think it was this January, or was it at some point in winter, I decided I'm not buying Coca-Cola products anymore. Have you noticed?
We never really bought Coca-Cola products.
Occasionally.
So I can't really notice because it isn't a household staple in this house.
Yes, but when given the option, I will get something else. Usually.
Okay, sure.
And
but what's the...
I can tell you, 1 second. Coca-Cola. When did it happen? Freeway Cola from Lidl. I don't like the taste of that one. I've become a Fritz Cola kind of person. And
Fritz Cola is nice.
Doesn't taste like Coca-Cola, which I think that's what I'm most used to. I think that's like the gold standard flavor-wise, for me at least. But, you know, ultimately it's all down to subjective taste. Let me... when did it happen? I'm trying to Google it, but I don't know what words to look for.
It's not the sugar thing?
No. Coca-Cola continues tradition of commemorating presidential inaugurations with custom bottles.
I did not know there was a thing.
Yeah, because it hasn't really been a thing only for the last 20 years. I mean, a thing has to start somewhere, right? So that makes sense. Coca-Cola has made commemorative bottles for 20 years. I didn't know that actually. I thought that they just did that for Trump because he's very vocal about his love for Coca-Cola and McDonald's. But that was the thing where I was like, no, I have an iPhone. I've used iPhones for the last 10 years. After Tim Apple, not so long ago, went to the White House and basically left $100-something thousand worth of gold and glass in his office. I'm not gonna buy another Apple device. Whenever my phone breaks, I mean, I'll use this one because I already bought it years ago. You know, it's stupid to just throw it away. But I will not buy another one. Just sell whoever's in charge and suck up to him. Yes, I understand that, and I've been
That's how business works.
In my professional life for long enough that I understand it, but at the same time, I feel like there are certain things companies shouldn't just sell to and suck up to them. And this is one of those moments. I know ultimately, you know, everybody can do what they want. I try to avoid companies like this at this point. I'm pretty sure that isn't gonna make or break their bank, but I feel better this way. And I think that's ultimately what it comes down to. Like what you said earlier, if you look at whoever is involved with literally anything, you will probably just cry in a corner at some point because everything's kind of shady if you think about it long enough. And it's not because you want it to be, it's because, you know, money moves around. Find the stuff you want to do. Or don't, that's fine as well.
How did we get here again from having a sweet moment in the train?
You talked about Buffy and then I mentioned Joss Whedon.
That's what it was.
Yes. I am, however, looking forward to the Buffy... Is it a sequel? Is it a reboot? What is it?
It's technically a sequel, as far as I'm aware.
It's a sequel series, okay. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, New Sunnydale.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Jack derailing a feel-good stream.
I know, right?
Every stream is a mixed feeling stream. Again, if you think about it long enough.
I feel like I'm a very negative person in general. I always find the doom things, but here I am trying to come with something positive.
I'm sorry, through pure association you led me to something. You had a cute moment. I said that. That was super sweet, super adorable. Like, nothing wrong with that part. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy it happened to you. I am also somewhat... what's the word I'm looking for? Jealous? Stop looking at other guys. But it is what it is.
I'm really looking forward to the Buffy remake.
I think it's sequel. Real quick, Tifa, when you shake your cup of coffee, can you not do it in a way that the screens jiggle as well?
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
Thank you. That freaks me out.
Actually, no.
Talking about Jack derailing a feel-good stream, I think it's on the topic of Buffy and the sequel series. I think it's a damn shame that Michelle Trachtenberg isn't going to be in it, because she died this year. She played the little sister. Tifa, I googled it as I was telling
I didn't look at that.
The thing in February.
Oh, beginning this year.
Yeah, she was Buffy's little sister.
Yeah, I believe she was going to be in it, because some of the old characters are coming back. I believe Sarah Michelle Gellar is also having a role in the sequel. Yeah,
it would make sense. I don't know if I ever confirmed it, but it's definitely not gonna happen now because, you know, she's not there anymore. How are they gonna do Xander? Because, wait, I need to Google that. We're falling into a Buffy foxhole, rabbit hole now. And yeah, derailing the feel-goodness.
It's such a shame which path he ended up.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That
also, you
is
can...
true.
Maybe it already says who will be back. Besides, they can easily write them out, I guess.
I could also just recast him, to be honest.
Yeah, or that. I mean, after all this time, I think it's fair if you would recast some characters. I hope Willow returns. I forgot the name of the actress.
Fuck, I should know this. She was also in How I Met Your Mother. Alison Hannigan.
Yes.
She is a joy.
I say yes, but I don't actually know.
Only Sarah Michelle Gellar is confirmed to come back. Apparently.
I thought more people from the original show were confirmed.
Well, rumored, just not confirmed. Which kind of makes sense. Did you know, by the way, that even though the Buffy show ended when it did, it continued for, I think even still today, as comics?
Yeah.
Have you ever read any of them?
I have not.
Buffy comics. I mean, not just as like spin-offs and additional stories and stuff, but actually legitimately like seasons were made into the comics. So they continued the story, which...
Oh, Benjima, you're early. We only just started.
Can you come back in like an hour? No,
we can't
please,
take a break yet.
Please don't. Welcome in, Benjima.
How you doing?
Welcome to a feel-good, but also Jack derailing feel-good feelings stream.
We're talking about the Buffy the Vampire Slayer sequel.
Yes.
Do we even know, by the way, when that's coming? I've been hearing about it for so long that I feel like it has to release next year.
Hopefully when it's done. But
they even start filming.
Buffy sequel series release date. Next year, allegedly. Again, all just speculations. We do not know. Nobody knows.
I feel like so far it's just talk. I'm currently on a rewatch of Buffy. Oh, what a coincidence.
A small world.
I was just talking about how I met someone on Monday in the train who was rewatching.
Oh, now she met someone. Tell me more.
Who was watching Buffy. I don't know if it's a rewatch because we didn't talk. And now Benjima is also watching Buffy. What a coincidence.
I was just putting it on to eat food, but I saw you were live. Thank you very much. That's very sweet. Please enjoy your food.
I find that very high praise that we're put above Buffy.
Yes. Unironically, even though it might sound mundane or even like trivial or in one particular case potentially offensive, but I didn't take it as that. Some of the nicest things I've ever been told is, I fell asleep watching your stream and I watch you while I eat. Those feel like holy things to me. Like, I don't just put on anything trying to fall asleep, you know? Like, I don't. Maybe other people do, but I don't. So being told, I fell asleep watching your stream is like, okay. That's sweet. That feels really sweet. Like, we somehow have the ability to be like a comforting blanket for somebody. Or I just need to speak more agitatedly. Jerk chicken and Greek wraps with rice and peas.
Okay.
Why is it called jerk chicken? No, Tifa. I was gonna, before you gave me that look, I was gonna lead on like, who decided that the chicken is an asshole? Because it's a jerk. Tifa over here thinking like, jerk? Chicken, cock, jerk, cock? No, when you strangle the... Nope, psycho. Please, I was gonna say please bonk yourself, but that sounds weird. Put yourself in timeout, in horny jerk.
The regular schedule helps a lot. True, we are nothing if not... No.
I like how she thought she was...
I want to say we're nothing if not consistent, but that...
Yes, no, you can say that.
Yeah, you can say it. I was like, yes. Wait, now I'm saying we're not
consistent. It's the nothing but that feels like a negative,
yeah,
but it's
exactly.
Actually a compliment.
Yeah. I'm awake.
Thank you, Tifa, for praising the schedule that we have that we stick to. It's a movement it makes on a barbecue, I believe. I am going to Google that. Today is one of those days where I just Google everything while I was doing.
Then shouldn't almost everything be jerk? A lot of meat moves on the barbecue.
Thank you for adding on the barbecue. Why is it called jerk chicken? Actually,
it comes from charqui.
Charqui,
which is Spanish,
which means dried grilled. So jerky, jerk. Sorry, I was going French, but you said it's Spanish.
Wow. Is that cultural appropriation?
It's called Don't Check SR, a username on Reddit, you know, credit where credit is due. It's called jerk chicken because it's chicken marinated in jerk seasoning. That being said, I don't know why it's called jerk seasoning, lol. Fair. Yeah, same. No.
I think I'll believe the... comes from dried grilled.
Jerk cooking. There we go. Thank you, Wikipedia. Jerk is a style of cooking native to Jamaica in which meat is dry rubbed or wet marinated with a hot spice mixture called Jamaican jerk spice. The technique... This is what it says. You can look this up yourself. The technique of jerking or cooking with jerk spice originated from Jamaica's indigenous people. Was adopted by the descendants of 17th century Jamaican Maroons who intermingled with them.
And now because you didn't believe Benjima, the word jerk is said to come from jerky, a Spanish term for dried meat.
Thank you, Benjima.
But he had to Google it and confirm. That's like when I tell him something too, don't worry.
I didn't realize Benjima also quickly Wikipedia'd it. Thank you. Now jerk is a whole thing in and of itself. Yeah, I've only ever seen jerk spices, which is like...
I've never seen jerk spices.
How have you not? We go shopping at the same stores.
I'll never look at this. No, I do look at the spices, but I've never seen jerk spices.
No wiki, just Google it. Benjima, please, if... I hate the Google AI.
Hey, Google AI was right.
Yeah, thankfully.
Google AI was perfectly fine.
I don't judge you, I don't blame you, I just happen to hate it. And I will always... I know I could just swap browsers, and I will at some point, don't worry. Yes, Psycho, I can already hear you type, Juice Braves! It's good. Yes, you have a point. But I'm lazy. That's also a big thing. One with a video underneath. Okay, fair enough. I'll believe you.
I always believe you. I don't even Google it.
Did you know that the B in Benjima stands for believe? A lot of people don't know that.
No, that's true.
Got any more feel-good stories that I can drag through the mud?
Do I have other feel-good stories? Today I was really happy I worked from home because I was forced by our office IT to upgrade to Windows 11 today. And they were like, oh, it's only gonna take an hour and it's gonna happen randomly this week. I'm like, okay, fine, inconvenient, but whatever. And it happened to happen this morning and it took almost 3 hours. So fortunately I was at home, otherwise I would have been eating out of my nose at work.
That's a Dutch expression. Sitting there with my thumb up my ass, just doing nothing. Any English expression. Nobody eats.
I feel like that is worse than eating out of your nose.
Yes, it is, but nobody eats out of their nose when they speak English. It's just not a thing.
And after that, nothing worked anymore. My camera doesn't work anymore. I can't share documents with people anymore. Some apps don't load anymore.
The fact that you can't share documents anymore is amazing, because I wouldn't imagine that's something that's baked into the operating system, but okay.
No, that's the weirdest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you said feel-good story, right?
Yeah. I am so glad, knocking on wood, that we live in the European Union and we get at least 3 updates from Microsoft for another year. And then next year I will consider whether I want to pay for another 2 years of upgrades. The amount of stories of Windows 11 updates just going horribly wrong is just...
I mean, you can kind of expect it. There's something with every single update.
Yeah, but I cannot tell you if it's because there's this Windows cycle, right? Where Windows releases an operating software, Windows 95, everybody loves it. When the next one comes out, 98, everybody hates it. When the next one comes out, 2000, everybody loves it. When ME, I think, everybody hates it. XP, everyone loves it. Vista, 7, yay. 8, 10, yay. Now it's 11's turn to be hated. And
what I don't get is why they need to change the way it looks with every upgrade.
So that you pay for it.
Just improve it.
So that you pay for it. That's the whole thing. So that you go, oh, this is new, I'm buying this.
But sorry, I interrupted you.
So I feel like 11 was always doomed to be the next ugly stepchild for them. But the amount of issues I have read about online that Microsoft just keeps fucking up. Like, the other day they released an update that made it so if you were now trying to create an installation media, like a USB stick, it wouldn't work. Like, it happened for days leading up to the end of life support for Windows 10. They pushed an update and it broke their installation tool media creation software for Windows 11. How? How do you have so little self-respect for your own company and your own products that you can push an update that is this bad? They fixed it immediately, but still, you know, it's like they have 2 fists and one of them is used to continuously punch themselves in the face while the other one is trying to fix things.
Because there's always something that goes wrong. It's just a part of it.
Because they also gloat that they laid off thousands of staff because they replaced them with AI. Yeah, that I can see that. I can see the quality of that. I imagine the vast majority of users is not having issues. Like Benjima, I've never had a problem. I'm super happy for you. I hope eventually when the day comes it will be the same for us. Tifa just had a wildly different experience this morning. So, does it work for some people? Yeah, splendidly. Does it work for everybody? No. Are the people that have the issues talking a lot? About them? Yes.
Update pending. Reject. Reject until you can.
Also, food was a hit. Jacob has finished this already and wants the same thing tomorrow. Nice.
Can you make extra?
Nice.
And we come over. No, I can come over. I finish work. I'm planning on finishing at like 4:30 tomorrow. If I take a plane...
You have to get to the airport and stuff first. Let's say Friday. 2, 3, Friday 4. For lunch.
I can be there at like...
Friday for lunch.
Friday for lunch, yeah.
Quick math.
But he might eat it there.
Fair. But that's a nice compliment. Though.
Also might. He's a teenager. He's gonna.
Yeah. I mean, that's what kids do. They eat. That makes sense.
Well, I remember what I ate as a teenager.
I remember too, and when I lost 80 pounds. And I could because that's what I ate.
Like, I feel like I can still eat a lot, but if I think back at what I ate then, I don't think I can still copy that. Like, for lunch, I could eat 2 packages of ramen. And then for dinner, 2 full dinners.
Kebabs. Yeah.
Kebabs.
I was never able to do that. The thing is, I can't eat everything in large amounts, but I can snack very well. I like cake, I like cookies, and I like pizza. And I can eat enough pizza that I eat the calories for half a week at least. And that's just one meal, So can I do that with everything? No. Can I do it with some things? Yes. Yes.
I can eat 3-4 plates of Chinese buffet.
Same.
I can top you on that, but I guess it depends on how plate we're talking. Like, because I can easily eat 5, 6 maybe, but it's not a
It's
dash.
not towers.
It's just a flat layer.
It's a portion.
And then I can easily do like 6.
I feel like, though, when you say Chinese buffet, is it like an all-you-can-eat situation? Because I feel like mentally that's a different thing. At least for me it is. I mean, ultimately it's eating. It's eating.
Who would go to a buffet where you pay per plate and have 4 plates?
Somebody who really likes the food. Nothing wrong with that. But with an all-you-can-eat, I specifically go there, and as I enter the restaurant, I'm looking at the food and I'm thinking, I'm paying, I don't know, $20?
You start planning.
I need to eat $20 worth of food. Yes, I strategize what I eat. You know this. Because not all the places have stuff that I can eat. I avoid these places because the food I can eat there might be great, but I cannot eat the amount of money I put into it, so I don't go there.
You?
Sorry, I cut you off because you kept talking.
No, I was just gonna say that, especially if there's like several meat actually with meat it doesn't matter. With meat I don't look at the price, but with like mushrooms, some have those expensive
oyster mushrooms and
those
stuff.
Oyster mushrooms and stuff, and it's like, okay, I need to eat more of that. Not the plain mushrooms that I buy in the store for $1. It needs to be more of these. And then you start looking at, okay, this meat cut is worth more.
Not just because they're more expensive, also because they taste nice. I feel like this needs to be added. It's not that we just go there to bankrupt somebody,
I think I can't eat that much.
You shouldn't. Even if you could, you should. And you call it to assist the stomach with the acid. That makes sense. Just throw it.
That wouldn't work for me because with fizzy drinks I feel full way faster.
Yeah, same. Tifa caused that for me. I used to not have that issue, and then at some point she told me about this, and then I developed that too. Don't know how it works. My strategy is to eat food in an order that I can eat more. Like if I'm at a hotel, I eat the lighter food first and then have a heavier English breakfast. And at Chinese, I try to do the same, and then the last plate is all the best things on one plate.
That's a good way to end. We always.
That's a strategy as well. Yeah.
We always go to the same Chinese buffet with your dad and grandmother, and there the last plate has to be the fried pineapple that comes in like dough with honey, because that's absolutely divine.
It's so good. it's such a simple dish, really. I mean, it's just a light batter, and then we throw pineapple rings in it, and we deep fry when you drizzle some honey over it. That's so nice.
That is so good.
Usually, when we go to like an all-you-can-eat buffet kind of thing, I go first plate is salad, because I like salads.
I usually skip that.
Then whatever is a main course kind of thing. I try to get my proteins, so usually like tofu and stuff, vegetables. Third, maybe other stuff that I found interesting. And by then I'm usually full that I start heading for the desserts, and then, yeah, it's the baked pineapple. Why do they call it baked pineapple in Germany when it's deep fried?
Good point. I'm sure you can also...
I think technically because it's baked in oil, because the German language is weird.
I'm not even gonna ponder about that. I'm just
Once again, we're streaming and I'm hungry because of all of you.
It's been a while since we've gone to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Half a year.
We should go again.
Late February, early March, because we did it with your whole family.
It's time for... Oh yeah, true. I almost forgot about that. It's time for all-you-can-eat pizza again.
Tifa, there is only so many days a week we can go to the gym, so maybe we shouldn't. I know, I want to as well, but...
Sometimes you gotta have a cheat day.
That's true.
And allow yourself to indulge. I still need to live. It's like I have a colleague who's really into healthy food and eating, and I was telling him...
Healthy food and eating.
Healthy food.
Healthy eating.
And I was talking to him about it, and he saw me, he was like, do you still eat the cheese toasty with sugar?
That's a Dutch thing again.
Which is like the worst thing you can eat. And I'm like,
agreed, by the way.
I don't eat that every day. It's like once every X weeks when I crave it.
In case you're wondering, yes, it's really just that. It's 2 slices of toast, then a mild cheese usually, and then you sprinkle that with sugar.
That's really good.
So it's sweet cheese.
It's really good.
Cheese and marmalade is a thing, I know that. Because marmalade has its own flavor, it's not just sweet, right? The Dutch are special creatures. Carry on, sorry.
But then I was also talking about breakfast and stuff, and he eats his havervlokken, oatmeal.
Oats.
His oats with water.
That's not food.
Because that's better for you than with milk. I'm like, dude, you also gotta live a little. I will eat healthy. I will eat my vegetables and stuff if I must a bit more often. But there is one thing you will never convince me of. And that is to eat oatmeal with water. Water!
I know that only as a healthy choice. Like when my dad was diagnosed with diabetes. They also told him one way to like balance out your blood sugars is to do exactly this, to do oatmeal with water. Because apparently that does something to your insulin levels and that's good for you. Why is the egg command not working?
Oh, have fun at the park with Eli.
Because I forgot to set something up, I'm sorry. Yes, please. Hello Ranger, and thank you for being here. Have fun, please. Outside of the health benefits, I think there is basically nobody who wants to eat oatmeal with water.
I need some flavor to my food.
Because that's... I mean, you can do that, but unless you have to. Are you sure you want to do that?
He's like, oh, you'll get used to it. I'm like, I don't want to get used to that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That has to be like a super high-end level of dieting, healthy choices, where you even have to cut out the little bit of, I guess, fat, sugar, protein, carbs and stuff from the milk in your oatmeal.
Yeah.
And porridge, I guess.
But then I rather stay fat.
Same.
There's limits to what I'm willing to do to lose weight. And that's not it.
But he feels happy like this.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's fine with it, he can have it.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately same. I mean, I have opinions on it. As long as I don't need to eat it, I'm like, you do you. If you want to do this, then you want to do this. So I support you. Just please don't offer me any.
but you know what you can offer me?
I can
A recap of yesterday. I said it first.
That's not the line, Tifa. What I can offer is to remind Tifa that the setup is, hey Tifa, what has happened the last time we played Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 8 Matsuribayashi?
But I was first.
You left out half the words.
Yeah, but it worked better with my transition.
No, that was pretty bad.
Okay, fine. The last time we played Higurashi, Irie was on the run from out of the clinic from the mountain dogs who were chasing him.
Yeah.
He managed to get into the car. Mountain dogs were right behind him, and at some point they tried to catch him alive. They had guns with him. They shot his tire.
Tire goes poof, he swerves, goes down into like a ditch kind of thing, and then he's all damaged up and he's trying to escape and they're coming after him. Suddenly, thankfully, Shion and Kasai are in a car driving nearby.
Stop interrupting me, I was getting there.
Suddenly, they see white smoke. They go there. It's the coach. They grab him, put him in the car. He says, don't bring me to the clinic. So they go to the next best place, to the Sonozaki residence. Little do they know, Irie has a tracking device in his coat, so the mountain dogs actually know where he's going. The mountain dogs do follow them to the Sonozaki residence because Mion forgot to tell Shion what is happening. So they just brought the enemy to them. They all hide in the basement. The mountain dogs come. They eventually blow up the door to the kink dungeon. Kasai and Shion make their last stand armed with Kalashnikovs, shooting at them, while the rest of them try to escape, but Kasai and Shion lose. They get
grenades thrown at them.
The mountain dogs use Shion as a bargaining chip, and Rika decides she's gonna give herself up because she will believe that they will find a way to save her, and they cannot get Irie because they will kill Irie, but they cannot kill Rika yet because there's a plan to all of this and someone needs to save Tomitake. So she gives herself up. They drag her outside. They want to sedate her to put her away and bring her to Takano, when suddenly, BAM, motherfuckers, Akasaka shows up and he beats the shit out of everybody. That's why I took over, because I needed to bring the energy into this moment. Literally.
And that's where we are.
Akasaka.
Akasaka beat Okonogi in an epic anime fight, and now we need to go save Tomitake. That's
he has literally beaten the shit out of every single person trying to get to Rika. He has neutralized Okonogi. He and the other mountain dogs jumped into their cars, hurrying off. And we know we won the battle, but the war isn't over yet because they know where we are. We have nowhere really to hide. The stakes are high.
Basically.
But we have an Akasaka. So.
Akasaka them in the face, heck yeah.
Indeed.
How
Welcome
are you doing,
in
Dark
Lord? Congrats on being second.
So let's bring it.
I hope my throat can keep up with Akasaka. Tifa, are you ready for Higurashi?
I am very ready. Let's see if we can make some progress again today.
We
got, despite the recap being very short and it seemed like not that much happened.
The pace was super fast because of the fighting. In the basement, the club members were talking about their grand counterattack. Rika was a little disappointed that she couldn't have joined them, but she was happy that Akasaka told her.
Why can't you just do your line?
Because I can see you in the camera, Tifa. Do you know how distracting that is?
This is super itchy. And scratching, it just doesn't work. It feels like the mosquito sting is under my skin. Oh, you're... Hey, it's on the side. Hey, I was trying to move you.
Taste the touch. Speaking is hard. No, Tifa makes it hard.
I did nothing.
The speaking. Forget it. Rika was a little disappointed that she couldn't have joined them, but she was happy that Akasaka told her what she had been waiting to hear. Rika told him about how heroic he had been, and he got a little embarrassed. Kasai was doing alright, but Shion wasn't doing too well. Of course, it wasn't life-threatening, but she couldn't hear well in her left ear, possibly due to being so close to an explosion. To test her hearing, Mion went around to Shion's left side and whispered some dirty words. She seemed to be able to hear them fairly well. Loneliness. Also not there. Of course, she might have been hearing through her right ear though. I can't go around Tifa to try it again, so room's too small for that. Shion decided to lie down on a tatami mattress in the torture room while Irie kept an eye on her.
Good thing there's a doctor.
Good thing there's a whole fully stocked torture dungeon with all the appliances. Mion was very worried, but Shion told her that she was okay and forced her to go ahead with the next operation. Mion complained that Shion didn't understand her feelings. Now they would have to come up with an idea to rescue Tomitake from the clinic.
Just send Okasaka.
Okosaki!
Just send Akasaka.
If you smash Kasai and Akasaka into each other really hard, can they fuse into a super soldier that's even stronger than Akasaka? They had Akasaka and Kasai on their side, both of whom were used to battles. Also they had Irie, who knew about the secret basement of the clinic. They would have to get moving quickly, but they had to at least have a plan. It was almost 10:30 AM. Because of what they had gone through, they were exhausted and it felt like it was almost evening. But if they were at school, it would only be the second or third period.
Shouldn't they call Ooishi at this point, by the way?
Yes, but the mountain dogs had turned off the electricity and the phones, so potentially they cannot do that.
There's no calling.
Just send Orokusaki. That was Shredder, right? I keep forgetting the names.
The red?
Yes. What? No, why did I say yes? I was just trying to make conversation. No, Tifa,
internally, I was so happy I finally got it right in one go.
No, Tifa. That's Shredder.
You said Shredder.
Yes, Shredder is Shredder. Shredder is not the rat. That's Splinter.
Well, I'll continue.
They had to pull themselves together. Yes, Tifa. They had to regain their fighting spirit.
That was an abrupt swap.
Irie checked Shion's left ear with a penlight. I'm not a specialist, but your eardrum may have been damaged. Do you have a headache or feel dizzy at all?
No. I'll be just fine.
Irie wet his handkerchief and wept. Yeah.
The grandma wipe.
Yeah. Random piano. It's never random in Higurashi. According to his penlight, your ears aren't a pen. Hopefully not. Irie wet his handkerchief and wiped Shion's face gently. I cannot do it gently.
Are you surprised that the manager of the Hinamizawa fighters was in a gunfight, I mean?
Yeah, I am. I heard you were ready to give up your own life. Maebara-san told me.
Jeez. Things like that sound cool in the moment, but when you survive, they're pretty embarrassing, huh? Man. I can still kill you now. Down the well you go. If something happens to you and I live, my sister will never forgive me for that. I don't have my loved one anymore, but Sis does. That was kind of corny if you think back, no?
I don't mean to tease you, but you're talking about Satoshi-kun, aren't you?
Well, I don't know. Who knows where he could be? I don't even know if he's alive or dead.
Oh shit, is he gonna tell her?
Irie, come, let us know now that he's dead. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I was so certain he landed on the table.
He's alive.
Huh?
Shion's thoughts stopped in their tracks when Irie answered immediately. Satoshi Hojo-kun is alive. He developed terminal symptoms due to excessive stress last year. Mion and the other club members had already told Shion about the current situation, so she kind of understood what he meant. I thought I could treat him with the same drug I used on Satoko-chan, but Satoko-chan was one of the very rare and lucky cases. Satoshi-kun's treatment has been very difficult. It's still going on.
He's locked in the basement!
The question is, in what state?
Wait, how long has it been since he disappeared? A year?
A year, yeah. 1 year.
Dun. I was so certain he was on the table.
Listen, I'm a sucker. If everybody gets their happy ending, I'm all in favor, but Do we know the long-lasting effects of this?
They should consider giving him a therapist. I expected you to say that.
Yes, is what I would love to say, but we have more than once now established that most of the horrible shit happening here isn't because of the human psyche and all sorts of things leading to it doing things. It's Hinamizawa syndrome.
The way I said it like this, by the way, is because every movie we watch, Jack goes like, oh, this person has issues. They should just go to a therapist. So I'm surprised that didn't come up now.
And I believe I keep being right.
But still.
Unironically, 90% of action movie plots wouldn't happen if mental health care was better. I stand by that. What was... We watched the Creed movies with Skinner. And I swear to God, every other character in those movies wouldn't be in the situation they find themselves to be in if mental health care was better.
Well, maybe in the future. Why doesn't Frank Booth just talk about his feelings? I have no clue who that is, but maybe he should.
Who? Any realistic ideals of how to fix L5 usage has been shown to be mediatable, but results were also purposefully obscured or altered by Takano. It worked on me because, yeah.
Satoshi-kun?
Sorry.
He is still alive?
I'm sorry for not telling you this until now. Satoshi-kun is in the basement of the clinic. Shion and Irie returned from the torture room. Shion looked very serious, as if she had gained the determination to fight. Keiichi and the others were just talking about how the enemy found where they were. Do you think there might be some kind of device on Dr. Irie's clothes? Not his personal clothes, but something the clinic provides. Do you mean my coat?
Excuse me, let me check.
She unchecked Irie over like an inspector at an airport. Then she found a little button on the backside of his collar.
Bend and cuff, Irie.
Why would you say that?
We gotta be thorough.
Welcome to the TSA. Please remove your shoes. Laptops go in the thing. And cavity search because we're feeling fancy, you know? So apparently Frank Booth is the crazy bad guy from Blue Velvet. Awesome.
Also doesn't ring a bell.
But thank you. It was a little round button. There's no reason why a button like this would be on the back of a collar.
Uneducated people, Dark Lord. This is probably it. This is how they found us without following the car.
I mean, technically they followed the car, but...
Damn it. But as long as we have this button, it's possible for us to create a diversion, right?
The decoy unit with his button can lure the enemy away, and while the clinic is short on staff, we attack and rescue Tomitake-san. I think that's the best way.
How much of the enemy is still left, though?
All of them.
Besides Satoko, besides...
Satoko is not the enemy.
Besides Takano and a handful at the clinic.
No, everybody. Because Akasaka beat them up, but they all gathered and fled. So, everybody. Plus reinforcements.
Yeah, they're not gonna... I don't think they're gonna wait for him to return and fight him again.
That is correct. We have reason to assume they will grab gear and then show up better prepared. Yes.
No.
What do you mean no? They know where everybody is.
They're terrified. They're not coming back.
They have guns, Tifa.
Yeah, they had guns now too. And didn't help, did it?
They had orders not to shoot. If they come back with the orders to shoot, that's different. But maybe Akasaka can pull something, or the people who are controlling the Bloodhounds have heard of a kerfuffle, and they put a stop to this.
In that case, the decoy unit should bring our foes to my heels.
Yeah, that area would be perfect. It's pretty vast, so the enemy will have to bring lots of men, rendering the clinic practically empty. Now we're thinking. But we'll have no way of knowing how many will still be But we'll have no way of knowing how many will stay behind at the clinic. Mr. Tomitake is there, so they'll probably leave an appropriate number of men to guard him.
In that case, we should add something they want more than Tomitake to the decoy unit. Are you sure, Rika? Yes. As long as I'm with everyone else in Satoko's Hills, I won't be caught.
Okay, hot take.
Beep.
Why don't we do a thing where we just change Hanyu's hair and put a hat on her, and put a hat on Rika, and she kind of looks the same? You know, double decoy. Also, why isn't Hanyu using her ghost abilities to become invisible in this moment to help? Useless gods.
Only we club members know the hill well enough, so maybe it's a good idea to use us as the decoy unit. Yeah, that works.
Because it'll be cheating!
So the adult unit will attack the clinic while the decoy unit lures the enemy away. What's the chance of success?
As long as Akasaka-san pretends to not see anything, since I heard you're a policeman. Because I spoke while loading his shotgun. I'm off duty now. Akasaka replied while checking an automatic pistol. He hadn't used this particular gun before, but he was used to handling guns. He was prepared to fire too. Irie tried to memorize how to remove a safety, but he looked nervous.
I'm 13, by the way. Can I be part of the decoy unit?
I always considered myself to be younger than my body would show. Can I be your kid? Have you ever used a machine gun before? No. I've only ever used handguns. Then maybe you should get used to it. Make sure you have a full magazine at all times. And have another gun just in case the magazine gets stuck. Kasai-san, is that a shotgun? The odd number shot. The odd number shots? I don't know shit about weapons, I'll just accept this. The odd number shots are slug bullets. They can suppress enemies as well as destroy walls.
Whoa, I know people call you Shotgun Tatsu, but you really are a shotgun expert, huh?
Why didn't he use those when the mountain dogs came in? The shotguns are very deadly. Therefore, even without firing a shot, my opponents may surrender. By the way, I have some bulletproof vests. You should wear them.
I feel like there's a difference in a shotgun where you shoot one bullet at a time at a group of people and a machine gun which shoots lots of bullets. So I think machine gun is handier in a group.
Shotguns shoot more than one bullet.
Don't they?
They spread.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole thing. They're usually filled with like smaller pellets in the ammo, so it goes.
Oh, okay.
It's not like in video games where it's like a triangle just like 2 meters in front of you. It goes more round-ish and in front of you normally,
okay.
But
then I didn't say anything.
Kasei sounded very dependable, but at the same time he reminded everyone that this operation would be a very dangerous one. It wasn't a simple fistfight. Even a veteran soldier can die in a gun battle. There's always a chance of death regardless of how well trained you are. In fact, Kasa and Akasaka were the only people who could be depended upon. Kasai talked Eri out of carrying a gun because it might be dangerous for him to have one. Someone could get injured by friendly fire. That'd be us. That's why we'll be useless in this scenario. Mion suggested that maybe there should be more people on the team, but both Kasa and Akasaka refused because those who couldn't even handle guns at all might end up as dead weight. They could hold the ammo.
Well, then I have to go, huh? We lack firepower. I'll bring my Ingram to support you.
Of course she has a gun as well. But are you okay, Shion? How's your ear?
Oh, it's all better now. I'm back to normal. Sorry to make you worry. Shion, what did I just say? Huh?
Yeah.
Ah, of course I heard it.
Mion had tricked her. Mion didn't say anything. Shion still couldn't hear out of her left ear.
Shion, it's too dangerous. To be honest with you, you shouldn't even be in the decoy unit. You should just hide somewhere. Sis, listen. I now have a reason why I have to go to the clinic. But if I mention it, Satoko is going to want to come too. But she just can't. There will be an indoor fight. The enemy will fire at us. Wait, do you mean...
Mion sensed it. She sensed the reason why Shion had to go to the clinic. That was why she didn't say anything more. If she was in Shion's position, she would go even if neither of her ears could hear.
It's too dangerous, Shion-san. Please think it over.
Satoko, Shion will join the rescue unit. The decoy unit is counting on you. Concentrate on your job.
Now off, go do your work.
Shion. You know, right, Reina-san? You know I'm not planning to die.
Yeah, not dying is radical.
I do. Determined girls can never die.
If only that was the case.
That's right. Even if they kill me, I won't die.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What? Shion and Rena gave each other a high five.
Keiichi is awfully quiet.
He's narrating.
Okay, then it's decided. Let's get moving.
My memories will live on. Yeah, but this is the final world.
I'll take the button. Here you are. Good luck, Rika-chama. You too, You believed strongly in a miracle, and now it's going to happen. Therefore, this is a chance that God has given you. Beep.
Nippon.
I think there were days I didn't believe. I think someone even admonished me for that. It's difficult to keep believing, isn't it?
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
But you believed. You regretted not believing, so you believed. So please cherish this day. Your strong will brought about today, and you will no longer have to suffer what you have been suffering up until now.
Hey, are you my sis's new friend? I don't know your name, but thank you. Yeah, I think it will go well.
Just consider her Rika's grandmother. It's fine. She looks younger than you, but just accept it.
Great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it will go well. Oyashiro-sama guarantees it.
Oyashiro-sama? Stamp of approval. Is it really this easy?
It always is.
The mountain dogs had retreated and reorganized their units. They were now ready to attack again. Takano was furious at them for not being able to bring R back to the clinic, even though they had her in their hands. Can they just say Rika at this point? Because R to me implies that there's also A to R and S to Z.
We gotta talk in military terms. Everyone has a code name.
Yeah, we're 2 clicks away. Do you think Hanyu was really pissed off when Satoko broke that statue of her?
No.
I
I don't
probably
think
not.
so.
I mean...
Doesn't really seem in Hanyu's character. Especially if it's an accident.
I'm not sure about that, because Hanyu acts awfully childish sometimes.
Yeah, but I feel there's a difference too in like giving a, hey, don't do that anymore, that's dangerous, look at what you've done, and you fucking bitch, broke my statue.
Hanyu, I'm a merciful god. Yeah, but...
I only kill someone once a year.
Yeah, but do you remember every time Takano said something mean-spirited about Oyashiro-sama, and when Hanyu went like... basically imploding?
Yeah, but there's a difference in saying like, oh, this person must be really awful and evil and all of that, compared to accidentally breaking something while doing something stupid.
Fair enough. I mean, ultimately none of us know how we would feel after 1,000 years of watching all of these people, so... No. What are you doing? Oh. Armrest. She gave an order to capture with all the mountain dogs' forces put together. Their vehicles were at the clinic and they were all standing by for the order to attack. Takano wasn't the only one who was furious. Okunogi was as angry as her. That rookie policeman from 5 years ago had grown. He even made Okunogi yield. He couldn't accept that he was defeated, so he was bent on revenge. The reason why the order to attack was held off was because the signal from the transmission device on Eri was momentarily interrupted. They interpreted it to mean that Eri had gone even farther down into the basement. The mountain dogs assumed that the club members would go even further underground and try to escape by using some kind of secret passageway. Is it just me, or is that line double?
I mean, a lot of lines are double. Just more words.
That passageway couldn't be that long. They'd have to come up to the surface eventually. The mountain dogs were planning to catch them as soon as they surfaced. If only instead of mountain dogs they would have brought prairie dogs. You know, the ones that create burrows under the ground? The cute ones.
All of them are cute.
Like Timon. The villagers were too busy with finishing setup for the festival, so they had no idea what was going on. By this time, the mountain dogs had shut down the telephone network. They were afraid the club members would call the police. See?
Yeah, I forgot they cut the cables.
The only way into the town was being watched by the blockade unit, so the club members couldn't escape that way. R and her friends had to come up to the surface. They couldn't be thinking of staying underground until things settled down. The lifeline Tomitake was in captivity. They couldn't be stupid enough to think of attacking the clinic to rescue him. More than likely, they would try to escape from the village on foot. They would probably call the police to help them. The patrol unit had several cars driving around the village, their eyes peeled for the signal of a transmitter or those on the run. It was time to wait patiently. The battle had returned to the starting point and the balance of power was even again.
Scheduled report from Skylark 2. All clear.
They can't stay quiet for that long. We have to be patient. They'll turn up. By the way, where's the princess?
I believe she's interrogating First Lieutenant Tomitake.
We're in the same room now.
Oh yeah. She is trying to talk to him into joining our side.
At this point, that may be the only way to settle matters peacefully. Good thing we captured him alive. Sliding into Peter Lorre. I was thinking more discount Joe Biden, but I'll take it. With a princess gone and no phone calls from Tokyo, I can finally enjoy this cool air-conditioned breeze. At least not Klaus Kinski. Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Commander, there's a radio call from Tokyo. It's from Nomura-san and it's for you, not for the Major. You're welcome.
Thank you, Tifa. I know that took a lot out of you.
It really did.
Good grief. The phone's no good, I'll use a radio, huh? Well, I wonder what the Queen in Tokyo wants from me now. Okunogi of the Mountain Dogs here. Over.
Oh, they finally started using over.
As they should. Tomitake was being held in a small meeting room. He was shoved under a desk. Like some discarded shoes. He was restrained so tightly that he couldn't even turn around. Takano was sitting in a chair next to the table, staring at a whiteboard. It outlined the research plan that was to be shut down. But Takano wasn't really reading it, she was just staring. Neither of them said a thing. Silence filled the meeting room. They hog-tied him to the point where he can't even roll around, but they didn't put a gag in his mouth? Really?
Well, if you want to interrogate him, he needs to talk.
Can you come over? Can you come over? What? Over? Oh my god.
It's almost 11 a.m.
Thank you, Psycho. I needed that.
What a long day. I was woken up so early. It's not even noon yet.
Tomitake didn't reply.
Jiro-san, do you think you can help me?
Man of many words.
I don't need the mountain dogs. I only want you. The mountain dogs can't comfort me. I finally realized that you're Insensitivity is the only thing that can. That's so romantic.
I
love your insensitivity.
I love how Tifa's brain seemed to buffer for a moment on how to say the word.
No.
No?
That was on purpose.
Then that was beautiful. I was gonna give you credit for sliding it back in and landing it beautifully.
Nice. I know how to pronounce insensitivity.
It's exactly what you are.
I would imagine you know a lot of words like major, but... Well, he's in a secured facility. Well, not that secure, no, is it?
Chiro-san, you knew that, right? That was why you acted that way, right? You thought there was no use in trying to sympathize, and you tried to comfort me. That's what you thought, right? You only pretended to be insensitive. To help me enjoy myself, didn't you?
This conversation is giving me, would you still love me if I was a worm? Energy.
I would be fascinated in you, so yes.
If you got turned into a worm, I would still love you, because my memory isn't erased. Would I love you if I met you when you were a worm? Probably not, because then you're a worm, and we can't have a conversation.
I mean, that is fair. I'm not speaking to you as Major Takano. I'm speaking to you as Mio Takano.
I'm speaking to you as Minor Takano.
You still won't talk to me?
A hostage may only give his rank, name. A hostage.
You could have just gone down through that line in a different order.
And you could have just let me do it again without stalling.
Oh my god.
Somebody took the time to write this, I will take the time to read it. A hostage may only give his name, rank, and identification number. Takano hung her head.
I don't have the key to those handcuffs. Sorry.
That's fine. I didn't ask you to remove them.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
No thanks. I don't want you to have to help me go to a bathroom in this position. There was hardly a conversation, but Takano was happy that Tomitake had finally replied. However, that wouldn't solve any of her problems. If you must kill me, I'm alright with that. I made my peace when I was caught.
Yeah. I was planning to kill you tonight. I'm glad you're prepared for that. Just as how I'm prepared to say...
Congrats on being first, Skinner.
Exactly.
Took the words right out of her mouth. How you doing? Good. And my resolve won't go to waste.
Hey, don't you want to live? If you promise to join me, you won't have to die.
Just finished crying. From having watched Rangers WWE 2K25 stream where everything was rigged once again.
I bet
Ranger?
it was.
It was. Correct. Fair.
On a
Completely
scale
understandable.
of 1 to rigged, how rigged was it?
Ranger. You know, people, because I like to use like mods and cheats and stuff to make the games more fun for myself sometimes, people say, oh, Jack is cheating. No, you ain't seen shit until you watched Rangers stream WWE. Get myself into one of these matches. Go reach out to Ranger. Legit, yeah.
I felt like I was winning last time and then suddenly I'm out. I blink and I'm gone. Pretty. My superiors say there's no point in keeping you alive, but I'll work something out.
Who are your superiors?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
The person who contacts me calls herself Nomura, but I'm sure that's not her real name. I really don't know.
But you must have talked to her before you decided to do this, right?
I only talked to her a few times. When I think back, she probably just wanted to use me.
Oh.
But at the time, I thought she was the only person who could understand me.
I understand. I knew there was a time when you needed someone to help you. I wish I could have been there for you.
Yeah. If you were there, that would have been so nice.
Nobody has died yet.
But I'm going to kill them.
Every time I'm beginning to think maybe there's still a redeeming quality to Major Mio Takano, she goes like, nope, nipped it in the bud. Every single time. You have your masterminds, but there are other masterminds in Tokyo who oppose them. Most of them want to hush up this issue. You may think it's too late to do anything about it, but you're wrong.
And above all of that, there's still the Mind Masters.
Indeed. There's still something you can do. You can make this whole thing disappear.
And my grandfather's research on the syndrome will disappear too, won't it?
You are a billionaire! We know that you have $1 billion yen.
She's a millionaire.
No, it's yen. She's a billionaire. We know this for a fact.
Yeah, but she doesn't care about money. She never has.
But she can use the money to fund her own research. It's independent, so it won't go very far. That's a lot of money. She's like $7 million bucks.
Not enough to run the clinic for so many years.
Takano-san, what do you want to happen? Takano closed her eyes for a bit while she came up with an answer. Her grandfather's research had been insulted. She wanted those with higher positions of authority to take it seriously. Nomura could make that happen. When the final operation was enacted, the higher-ups of the country would have to read the article, and they would have to believe what's in it. They will authorize the execution of the emergency manual. And yes, that would create an irreversible disaster. But at the same time, the disaster would prove that her grandfather's article had merit. Will you be satisfied with that?
You sure? I'll be satisfied. That is the purpose of my life.
I asked you before. You're going to disappear after this operation, aren't you? Mio Takano's purpose will be fulfilled and she will vanish from the face of the earth. You'll return to being Miyoko Tanashi. That's your real name, isn't it? How long had it been since you heard that name? Takano closed her eyes slightly.
I'm kind of wondering about how they're sitting in this room. So Tomitake is under a desk, still in the
Tomitake is a hog-tied croissant waiting to be baked.
Yeah, under a desk. And
Probably
Takano is
rolled on his side because
standing there?
Takano is just sitting on a chair next to him, yeah.
Mm.
Like full-on dominatrix style. Some people pay for this scenario, you know.
Mm. Have her feet rest on his sides.
No, that's extra.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Croissant. Yeah, that's right. Soon enough, I will return to being Miyoko Tanashi. And now they turn it around again.
Miyoko Tanashi lost her parents and was sent to an orphanage as a little girl. She died after being tortured. That's what you said, right?
Yes, I did. I'll have to go back inside of that metal fence. Have you experienced something like that, Jiro-san?
Takano told Tomitake about her horrible experiences, which were simply unimaginable for normal people.
I'm going to return to that place, and this time, grandfather won't come to help me. So I will die. If I was dead, I wouldn't exist here. If I wasn't here, then there wouldn't be an Irie Institute. I wouldn't be stuck living out such a bizarre fate.
You're planning to die, aren't you?
I'm supposed to be rewarded after the operation, but I don't believe that. I might be suddenly killed one day.
Don't you have someone who you can trust?
My clients are just clients. They're not my allies. But the mountain dogs are. I paid them more than enough.
Yeah, but they fucking hate you because their commander fucking hates your guts because you are a crazy bitch. But you can't truly trust them, can you? Yeah.
They are my allies. They caught you, and they're trying to catch R and her friends as we speak. They're helping me.
But that's not the kind of ally you need right now.
You're right. They aren't the kind of ally I need right now.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Takano paused. She paused because Tomitake had just said exactly what she had been thinking. Since the day Tomitake disappeared, she had been feeling restless. Takano had to admit that she needed Tomitake.
Jiro-san, I paid the mountain dogs a few 100 million yen to be on my side. I have a little more than 100 million yen left. How much do I need to pay you?
You should think about how much it really costs to get you what you truly want.
That's rather a pretentious thing to say in this situation. You want me to say it's something I can't buy with money, right?
Why don't you give up? You may be able to tame the mountain dogs with your money, but that won't work on me.
But I want you on my side. If you want, I'll give you everything. Not just money. You can do whatever you want to do with me.
Here we are again.
If you want me to lick your shoes, I will. Isn't that enough?
Tomitake didn't reply. It wasn't affirmation by silence, but a signal to Takano that he had already told her everything he meant to say, and the most saddening form of silence for her.
I'll make you breakfast every morning. I'll show up before you when we meet. I'll never make you wait just to test you. Isn't that enough?
No! I am hog-tied on the fucking ground while you're sitting there. You planned my murder. You want to kill children. You want to kill 2,000 people around here.
Potato, potato. Just move on. Jiro-san.
Tomitake didn't say a word. He couldn't see her face under the desk, but he could sense it. This wasn't the time to say anything to her. Remaining silent was the only thing he could do.
So they can't even look at one another.
Yeah, no, because...
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how they were sitting.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, not against you. I agree. Suddenly, the eggs took a short break because it has been a while and Benjima needs to be placated.
That is true. BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
We are, and the phone's been ringing all damn day.
Gonna make tea and eat some Oreos. That is a really good idea.
Benjima, I love you, but why do you have to make me more hungry?
Just made it home.
Ranger, thank you for the 25 stream streak.
How was the park?
Time for lunch. More food. Tell us what you're gonna make. Suddenly, the phone rang. Takano sniffled once and picked it up.
This is Takano. I see. Understood. I'll be right there.
Sweet potatoes, broccoli, carrots, bell peppers, sausage and chicken.
No, that sounds very healthy and tasty.
Please enjoy.
I don't know why. Suddenly I could have sweet potato fries, and I'm not even a huge fan of sweet potato fries.
I can't because I really don't like them. I like sweet potato in a couple of dishes, but as a savory thing, usually no.
They started to grow on me.
I've tried them a couple times. I really don't vibe with them.
Some are quite nice.
Takano stood up as she put down her phone.
The mountain dogs found our. And we found Area signal too. They must already know the roads are closed and are trying to escape through the mountains on foot. Won't be easy to hunt them there. But we're actually at an advantage since there's nobody else around. See you, Jiro-san. I think this will be our final conversation. I wish I could have heard you say something at the end of it all.
And still, Tomitake stayed silent. Takano ran out of the room. She didn't look like she was hurrying back to work. Not a fan of sweet potatoes, but it's good for me. Yeah. I like them in some dishes, just...
You like couscous, sweet potato pie.
Yes. Cake. Apparently you can also make like a banana bread with sweet potatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Could try that once.
Tifa yesterday came home early and she surprised me with making this pumpkin lentil curry. Oh, it was so good.
That was really tasty.
And I'm even more hungry. It appears that they came out above ground in the mountains. They might have tried to get some help from the villagers, but a patrol vehicle found R and some of her friends started tailing them. They might have tried to get some help from the villagers, but a patrol vehicle found R and some of her friends and started tailing them. For a time R and the transmitter were operating separately, but they rejoined at the mountain on the map.
Are you saying they split up and then met back up?
They might have planned their escape route, I guess. I'm sure they're confident that they know their way around the mountains well enough. If there are too many trees or if the bushes are too high, our weapons won't work as well as they should. That's what the karate guy would think, at least. Okanogi was determined to catch them this time. He kept saying how he was simply caught off guard before.
They can't escape this time. We must catch them before they get to Okonomiya.
Yes, I know. Since they know the mountains better than we do, we'll have to get serious. All our units will besiege and overrun them. All units, did you hear me? Think of it like a soccer game. Our opponents are gonna try and score a goal. That goal is Okinomiya. Don't let them get there. The karate guy is mine, though. I will absolutely bring him down.
Phoenix here, roger that.
Nightingale here, roger that.
Skylark here, roger that.
Heron here, roger that. All units, move out. If we fail, it's game over.
So they're not leaving anyone at the clinic? Quite so. We cannot fail. I'll take command of the corps from here.
Core.
Oh,
It's a French word, Tifa. It's core.
It's English, so the P and S are not silent.
That is true. Unfortunately, for most of history, the P and S has not been silent.
Unfortunately for Okanogi, his opponent has a 10-year-old with prep time. This is basically Home Alone now.
And I was thinking about this yesterday after the stream. Akasaka is so badass because he hasn't trained for 5 years. Akasaka is so badass because he has trained for 500 years. I assume his roar through time, space and causality rippled through all the individual worlds, so it stacks up. The Akasaka we experience here has the knowledge, the skill, the experience of 99 other Akasakas at his disposal.
Based on him remembering other worlds and stuff,
Yeah.
I think that's exactly right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Core corpse is such bullshit. I agree.
Yep. So it's gonna be corpse. Back, I also washed up.
Ew. Every time you say
Good job.
Akasaka, I hear Makapaka from In the Night Garden.
I don't know what that is, but I can hear it. Do you think it will be alright to leave Tomitaki behind?
Sure. We're leaving 8 armed security guards behind. Even if the enemy came at them with double that number, they'll be fine. That karate guy will be more of a problem. We simply can't underestimate him. The security unit guarded the basement from the Erie Institute. Google it. No. No, you. The security unit guarded the basement of the Erie Institute, which was the heart of the organization. Therefore, they were armed more heavily than anyone else in the Mountain Dogs. But if they are armed so heavily, doesn't that make them sluggish?
Doesn't that make them slugs?
No, sluggish. Because the arms are so heavy.
I don't get it. Slugs don't have arms.
Sluggish, as in not moving very fast.
No, I don't feel it works as a joke.
The joke went and died 3 minutes ago when you took the absolute weirdest way to misunderstand what I was saying.
What I do wonder though is if they're heavily armed, do you think they have the left arm from the construction worker? See? I feel like that one was way better.
Do you think they're only heavily armed because they skip leg days, so the proportions are off?
No. You had like 3 out of 10. I feel like mine was like a 6 out of 10. It can't be saved anymore.
Okunogi's confidence in the security unit and his newfound obsession with defeating Akasaka made the diversionary plan a success. At the same time, that meant the decoy club members would have to deal with the full force of the mountain dogs. The dogs' white vans ran through the village. While they couldn't fire shots outside, all members were carrying stun guns that fired electric needles. While poor on range, they could subdue a target instantly. With a flip of a switch, they could change between merely stunning or killing their target, the perfect weapon for people like the mountain dogs. The vans separated into groups and headed for the mountains. They were planning to surround their enemies and then smoke them out. Phoenix 4. Commander, all units are standing by in position. Very well. Major, please give the order.
This is Takano. Make sure you capture our alive. I don't care if you kill the rest. Don't let them escape. Finish it right there.
By the way, you can tell how unserious this whole situation is. Takano had time to do a whole wardrobe change. Nightingale, Skylark, Heron, start hunting. Phoenix will be the goalkeeper and we'll be the reserve. Be ready for anything.
This is Phoenix 7, roger that.
Let's begin! The mountain dogs started marching, spreading out in a line with a few meters between them. This mountainside was a savage land where not even the villagers would dare tread. There were some trails, but no paved roads for human beings. Okay. It required an enormous amount of diligence and patience to hunt on a mountain like this. All the dogs were very nervous. They were told that most of their enemies were children, but there were a few. They were told that most of their enemies were children, but there were a few well-trained adults with them as well.
A few? It just feels like that when Akasaka hits you.
More than one. Not enough for many. In addition, they were supposedly armed quite heavily and they knew the layout of the terrain quite well. It was obviously going to be a tough battle.
Okunogi, how many people do you usually need to search a mountain?
It's hard to say, but I'm sure that people... What did you put in my tea during the break, Tifa? I genuinely think it's because of me doing the Okunogi face and I squint like this, so I cannot see the text. Is this what it... Wait, maybe if I had your glasses.
Hey.
That is so much worse, oh my god. Oh.
Why would you do that?
Oh my god, that's like double blindness. It's hard to say, but I'm sure that the more people we have, the better the position we'll be in. But all the mountain dogs put together won't be even close to enough. Then what are they gonna do here?
But our enemies are just a small group of people. Don't you think that we're at an advantage? Well, you know what people always say. It takes twice the forces to break a defense.
Is that what they say?
We have twice more than that on our side.
Well, that theory works if we're talking about thousands of soldiers. It doesn't work in smaller scale battles. The US Armed Forces proved that in the Vietnam War.
Then in this case... How great of a force do you think you need to search this mountain, Okunogi?
Whatever works, I guess. That is such a non-answer. So what do you need to achieve winning conditions? I need the stuff to win in order to win.
I don't know what you mean by that. What would be an appropriate military force?
Considering what happened this morning, we have to conclude that the commander is extremely brilliant. We also have at least 2 weapons experts and at least 1 close combat expert.
Okay, I see that. But the rest are all kids, aren't they?
That's what I'd think too, but we're in their territory. 1 kid who knows an area well can be equal to a finely trained patrol unit. They're more troublesome than you think, Major.
Then Then tell me how great of a force you'll need to actually suppress them.
Start answering the frickin' question, Okonogi.
We'll need 1 division. Let me explain what I mean by that. 3 or 4 mountain dogs make a battalion, and 3 or 4 battalions make a regiment. And finally, 3 or 4 regiments make a division.
Like, this bit just seems so unnecessary. This could have been so much shorter.
It does make sense if you remember that he hates her.
Even then, this could have been shorter.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do? They're just killing time. She keeps asking him questions because her whole life depends on this, and he really doesn't like her.
It's a visual novel, you don't need to kill time.
Yes, you do.
No.
This is
just
annoying
filling it up.
because it's realistic.
No, this is just filling it up at this point. Are you saying we need 30 times as many people?
Of course, that alone isn't enough. We'd need to get in touch with an artillery base and request an advance bombardment. If we could get help from the air, I'd want a Phantom to drop napalm bombs.
You've got to be kidding me. We don't have that much force at our disposal. What do you think would happen if we tried to chase them down with our current manpower?
Well, it won't be easy, that's for sure.
See, he's just fucking pissing on her like what the fuck?
Unnecessary.
Okonogi laughed boldly. He said it wouldn't be easy, but he also seemed to be implying that he was the only one capable of doing it. Schrodinger's Okonogi. That was so dumb. It made me choke.
Although this is their territory, they just got there a little while ago. They don't have a base, and they didn't even have time to set up traps. I don't think they've had enough time to use their knowledge of a mountain to take their advantage.
If only you knew. As Takano listened to Okonogi's explanation, she felt a little anxious.
Yeah, so am I. Knowing 3/4 of this conversation could have been cut.
When she pretended to be friendly with Satoko a long time ago, she used to tell Takano all about her mountain. Takano remembered how Satoko told her about all kinds of traps she'd set up, but she couldn't recall
Which mountain?
which mountain Satoko was talking about. Well, just assume it's this one. And watch.
Don't say anything, of course.
Yes.
Like, oh, it could be that there are traps, but I'm not certain, so I'm just gonna remain quiet.
Skylark to base, we've located some of the targets. We can't see R. We're still searching.
We can use them as hostages. Capture them even if R isn't there.
Nightingale, did you hear it? Gather up the nearby units and block their escape route.
Roger, we'll back you up.
Well, of course. They'd want to cut off our escape route, wouldn't they?
Some fallen trees were leaning against a much larger pine tree, forming a natural scaffold. A small hut made out of plywood had been built on top of them. It was one of Satoko's many secret bases. It was in a perfect spot since Mion could see the foot of a mountain well.
Oh, this went just as much unexpected.
Well then, we'll see what they've got, huh?
Can we win? Can we?
What are you talking about? Our enemy's commander is worthless. They'd need at least 1 division.
Oh my god, how do you know this?
But they're trying to attack us with just a single company. What are they thinking? We'll see just how many of them will be able to go back down the mountain in one piece today.
One Piece mention. Oh.
Good thing they're carrying extra arms. Damn it! This is Skylark 4, we've been attacked! Shit! Don't let them get away! Don't let loose tons of locks! Oh, they let loose tons of locks. Skylark 6 sprained his ankle, unable to pursue. We'll go on without him.
Skylark 6? No, leave me behind.
Don't let him escape. Keep chasing them until the end. Don't even give him a chance to rest.
This is Skylark 11. We've encountered a trap. Skylark 12 and 13 probably have concussions. We would have been dead if we weren't lucky.
This is Skylark 16. A trap got me. I'm tangled in steel wires, unable to escape. I can't cut him with my knife. Somebody bring a wire cutter. Chaotic radio transmissions came in one after another. Obviously, Okanogi had been wrong about the mountain dogs being in an advantageous position.
Takano just standing there like...
I guess it was this mountain. Should I say something now? Oh, they figured it out.
I remember.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Nightingale 10 to base. Those bastards changed a well into a pit trap. 2 members fell in, unable to rescue them. We need help. Huh? Wah! Stop!
What's the matter, Nightingale 10? Come in, Nightingale 10.
This is Nightingale 10, I've been hit. I was pushed from behind. Nightingale 9 through 11 are in the well now. We're unharmed but unable to escape. Shit.
Base to Nightingale, your backup has been attacked. The enemy can see your movements. Watch out.
This is Nightingale 1. I have a question. How can we see our movements? There's no UAV in there or anything. Skylark 1 to base. We failed in our pursuit. We lost them. This is impossible. This mountainside is full of traps. We've already had a lot of injured men and only covered a short distance.
Heron 1 to HQ. We found R and some of her friends. We're going after them. We need assistance immediately.
They split up, huh? Their plan is to confuse and entangle us with traps. Heron, run! Be careful! They are luring you into a trapped area.
He is so brilliant.
They're splitting up to divert us and are planning an ambush. This is an extremely advanced tactic. There have already been many injuries in the other units due to those traps and ambushes. Be careful! Be prepared for anything, Heron 1.
This is my favorite line in anything ever. Be prepared for anything. How?
Well, shit.
Heron 1.
Heron 2 to base! Heron 1 is trapped! Come on, somebody! Cut the ropes! The rest of you keep going! Don't let R escape!
Nightingale 1 to base. Nightingale 7 and his team have gone silent. It's very possible that we've been attacked. Allow us to send assistance.
This is Heron 5. 3 of our unit members have been knocked out by falling drums. What the hell is this? Are there more of those ahead of us?
This is Skylark 13. I was down. Where's one of them now? I'll chase him down. Damn it, I'm going to get you.
Stop! Skylark 13! You can't take him down by yourself!
The fuck am I watching?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, this way.
Damn, kid! Wait there!
Oh, we
Oh,
finally
shit.
get to see one. Oh, you can capture me.
Skylark 13 is hot as fuck. He has a good guy, right? He's just
no.
pretending to be bad.
I give up. Akasaka, come save me later.
You look well armed. He looks like he could be Akasaka's evil twin brother. Skylark 13 chased Satoko with an enraged snarl on his face, but Satoko ran through the woods effortlessly. Small branches scratched his body all over. Can I lick the wounds? Saliva is good for you. It heals your wounds and cleans them.
I'll take care of you.
We can take turns. But he continued to chase Satoko. Satoko ran like the wind. To her, she was simply running in her own backyard. Who would get injured in a place like that? As Skylark 13 ran after her, he passed many mountain dogs who couldn't even move because of Satoko's traps. The more of his trapped fellows he saw, the more he wasn't sure if the girl he was after was really a girl. She was just something that looked like one. That's kind of rude, isn't it? He reached an area where logs were stacked up in piles. It seemed like the trees in the area were being chopped down.
I like how they go with a background that looks
Nothing
like the
it.
complete opposite.
Yes.
At least leave it to the forest one then.
Yes, but watch. Metal Gear Solid 3. If you know, you know. This came out after that, so I think there's a reason.
It's a nice background image, by the way.
This was also what they used for the open lot that the Maebaras bought.
For this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a rather strange scene. On his way there, Skylark 13 saw a member from a different unit hanging upside down from a tree, and he also saw feet sticking out of a pitfall. There was a member whose foot was tied to the root of a tree with a device that looked like a pair of handcuffs. He reached this area after seeing all of them. He suddenly started sweating all over his body. For Skylark 13 realized that he had been lured into a trap. He had been caught in a snare. She had tricked him.
She should have used bear traps.
Deserved, honestly. I mean, they want to kill them, so, fuck your feet. The girl was standing in the middle of the open area, calmly balancing on a stump. She was simply looking at him. Shit, he thought. She's trying to lure me in. Yeah, and you fell for it. This is Skylark 13. I chased one of them to an open field. I'll catch her. I'll get her.
This is Nightingale 7. I'm the one hanging behind you. That isn't a girl, it's a demon. If you chase her, you'll end up in hell.
Base to Skylark 13. That's enough. Wait for assistance. Some nearby members are on their way.
What's the matter, huh? Chicken shit. If you want to catch me, you need to step forward about 10 meters.
Professionals. Professional just means that they get paid for it. It doesn't mean they're good at it.
Must be quite the scene.
It was only 10 meters. If he walked about 10 meters, he could catch that bratty little girl. How many steps did he have to take to walk 10 meters?
Are we seriously considering this?
About 20. If he took 10 steps to walk 10 meters, that meant there would be 10 more chances of stepping on a trap. How big are his steps? But it was only 10 steps. He can catch her after taking just 10 steps.
Well, if you really want to catch me, why not take your first step? Come on.
Shit. How was he going to take his first step? That area with weeds looked suspicious, but the bare ground looked suspicious too. What if he jumped onto a tree stump? No, that was what she wanted him to do. Cold sweat was dripping off of Skylark 13's body. So, that's still the hunky guy from earlier, right?
I would think so, yeah.
Now he's glistening. He only needed to take 10 steps. So why was he so nervous about taking the first one?
Bet his real name is Edward.
Possibly, yeah.
Skylark 13, from what I can see, the tree stumps look okay. You can jump on them.
Don't, Skylark 13. This is Nightingale 8, the one tied to the tree root. The tree stumps must be traps. There are too many stumps there and that's just too suspicious.
Can you hear me, Skylark 13? Don't go into any bushes. It's dangerous. Don't step on the weeds. The open ground is dangerous too.
Shit. Then where should I step? Do you want me to fly?
I like how this has become like a team effort.
Do you want me to fly? Why are you all named after birds?
What on earth are you doing? I'm growing bored waiting for you.
This is Nightingale 1. One is tied up. My head is being patted by one of the targets. He says that it's a trap field. Supposedly that girl's magnum opus is set up there. You should be extra careful. You've got to be kidding me. Did he say magnum opus? What does he mean by magnum opus? Then what about all the other traps? Weren't they her magnum opus? We mountain dogs are professionals. We're paid to engage in battle. Yet this little girl is playing us like fools. Can we not beat her? Can't we beat that brat? This must be a bluff. How is it possible for a trap to exist that's worse than what I've seen so far? That's a bluff, that must be a bluff. Now I'm definitely going to get her. Should I start with my right foot or my left? The girl suddenly lifted her hand and thrust it at me. Is she trying to tell me to stop?
5 steps.
What?
If you can take 5 steps without stepping on a trap, you win.
I see. You're confident, aren't you? If I take 5 steps safely, what are you going to do?
Let's see. I'll admit my loss and surrender. How about that? My brain is as sharp as ever today. I'll get you before you take your 5th step.
Stupid fucking kid!
Calm down, Skylark 13. Don't let her provoke you.
She's a demon, don't let her appearance fool you. She can read your mind, we can't defeat her.
Base to Skylark 13. Don't go any further. That's enough. Nightingale is almost there. Just stay in position.
But that would mean I'd lose. 5 steps. 5 steps, you say? Damn it, I'm in then. 5 steps, right? Just 5 steps, right? I respect you, bro. I respect you.
How many times do you need to repeat it?
Suddenly South Park.
A man should only say things once, unless he's whispering words of love.
All of my line reading, messing up, bumbling over my words and redoing my lines are therefore confirmed to be works of love.
No.
Yes, Tifa.
Because you're saying it several times.
Yes,
So you're
and
not
she just
putting love in it.
confirmed that it's love.
No, only if you say it once.
A man should only say things once unless he's whispering words of
Oh,
love.
you're saying all of them are love.
Yes! Oh my god. Welcome to the conversation. Damn you, kid!
Skylark 13! She's going to read your mind!
Calm down. That's right. I'm Skylark 13. I'm cool-headed, just like Golgo. So I need to keep a level head and think. Right, she's already onto my thoughts. She can see how I think if I have to take 5 steps towards her.
Now, whatever do you mean by that?
This is what it means. I won't go forward. I'll take 5 steps backwards. I did it! I was certain it was a trick. If I take 5 steps, I win. She didn't say I had to move forward. I can go backwards too.
And that's why you're done with those 5 steps.
I can, though, really appreciate that simple animation.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Skylark 13 down.
Animation! No, it didn't need more detail. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we all got it, right? It's like, it got the point across.
That fool! He let her mess with him.
Satoko's remarkable performance wasn't just her own effort alone. Mion had mastered the geography and the enemy's formations while instructing Satoko. Satoko marked all of her traps on the map. When that map and Mion's ability to command combined, the club was simply unbeatable.
Also, I want to remind people that they have gotten $9 million for this.
5.5 roughly.
They got 1 billion yen.
Yes, which back then, I mean, for just
She
for
had
inflation,
100 million
probably.
yen left.
Yeah.
So they got like 900 million.
That is correct. 1 billion minus 100 million is 900 million. Quick maths.
Yeah, but that means they got like $9 million.
Adjusted for inflation, probably, yeah.
I wasn't sure if this was worth the investment.
Then again, there's also a lot of them. And they have expensive toys.
But also, to be fair, they've only filled once in 100 years, so...
Rika and Hanyu, who knew about the mountain almost as well as Satoko, relayed orders from Mion to Keiichi or Reina. They then prepared for the ambush. The traps didn't always activate when they were stepped on. Sometimes Keiichi and the others were setting them off at the right moment. Keiichi and Reina continued to fight everywhere according to Mion's orders. Sometimes they'd hide and sometimes they'd attack. One by one they eliminated their enemies. You know, it's like that anime fight on the school building, except now it's against the bad guys. Satoko's traps had been taking down most of the enemies, but Keiichi's surprise attacks with his bat had worked out successfully too. Not even the well-trained mountain dogs could respond to attacks after being stunned by these traps. Humans need a little time to react. According to the research done by the US Armed Forces, the average reaction time is 15 seconds. What?
That's very long.
Not for reflexes. to fully grasp the situation, maybe, but
15 seconds, especially by trained soldiers. That seems way too long.
that was too fast. 15 seconds for action is slow poke levels of reaction time.
Okay, again. Even that's not 15 seconds yet.
This was the high-speed version. In other words, any soldier is powerless during the 15 seconds following a surprise attack. I don't believe that, because if I'm walking through there with my gun aiming, trying to find a target...
If we're talking about having a grenade thrown at you or a bombing, I can get it, because you're more disorientated and you need more time to recover. But like this? Nah,
I trust my man Ryokishi.
Seems a lot.
Shortening those 15 seconds is one goal of their training, but no matter how much they train, it will never become zero. Their radio communications had actually made things much worse for them. The more they heard about damage done to the other units, the more worried they got. That slowed them down and made them think less strategically. At that point, as far as Mion was concerned, the mountain dogs were no longer a force to be reckoned with. More like mountain bitches, am I right?
Me? Keiichi was successful. He bundled them up all nicely together. Nika. Natoko did it too. She finished all of them.
Got it. Looks like we got 5 more points with this one, huh? Okay, my lovelies. What are you going to do now? About 30% of your sudden army has dropped out. At least 1 or 2 men have to respond to calls from injured soldiers. And what that means is that they hardly have anyone left. Any decent commander would order a retreat around now.
This is Skylark 1. We have too many injured men in our unit. We don't have anyone to continue the pursuit. We have no other choice but to give up.
Skylark 1, we might have been badly damaged, but we're definitely narrowing the enemy's range of action. You may not withdraw. Maintain the front with what you've got.
Shit. Skylark 1 to all units. The commander is basically telling us to die? Check your supplies once more and we'll resume the march. See, and that's all the difference. They have something to fight for, the mountain dogs don't.
And they still keep fighting.
They got paid.
Besides, none of them have died yet.
It's fine, none of you have died yet.
Oh yeah. Takano is so mad that she won't allow it. The morale of the unit commander is down. Because his request to withdraw was denied and they have to resume the march.
How do they hear this?
Here's our chance. Rika-chan? Meet up with Reina and lure them into Section Z. The traps there are something else. Hanyu, tell Kei-chan to move on to Section X.
That's my favorite section.
What a fun game!
Rika, start casting Meteor. Hanyu, cast Haste.
Mion's in perfect form. If she was born in a different era, her name would have been in the history books.
If you ask me, Nelson and Toko are both mediocre. It's like I can see this mountain inside and out.
Whoever they are, sure. Mion was the type to display exponential ability. When she's down, she's at rock bottom. But when she's in perfect form, it's just terrifying. So she's the glass cannon. That was the blood of a head of one of the 3 families of Hinamizawa. If Mion had been around for a historical battle, she would have changed history. If she were to join Napoleon, Siberia would be French territory. If she were to join Hitler, Europe would belong to the Third Reich.
And why you pause there? Napoleon is fine, but at Hitler we're crossing a line.
I'm not sure that Napoleon was like, I am superior to everybody else, and everybody else must be my slaves or die. I'm
still conquering.
I don't know enough about Napoleon, so maybe equally, but no, my history books focus on the other guy more. Admiral Nelson, Admiral of the Fleet Togo are famous naval commanders.
Okay.
Too Japanese for me. And even with all that, the battle in the mountains was simply a diversion. Just as Mion had expected, everything had collapsed into chaos. If the mountain dogs could think calmly, they could have realized they hadn't seen any adults. But they didn't notice, confused as they were by all the attacks they were suffering. Of course, that too was part of Mion's plan. The scale of the diversion would hide the fact that there was a rescue unit going to get Tomitake. Therefore, the more chaotic the battle grew on the mountain, the better it was for the rescue unit. That was why she chose such an ostentatious method of fighting. But at the same time, that was exactly the kind of fight Mion had preferred. That was exactly the kind of fight Mion...
There's a typo in there.
She didn't intend to let it be just a diversion. She was planning to destroy the dog's main force on the mountains. Yet, most frightening of all was our home advantage. It wasn't exaggerating to say the theory that defenders have thrice the advantage over assailants is heavily due to their advantage of location. In that case, how was the rescue unit doing? Were they at a disadvantage because they were on the offense? Hopefully not. That would suck. The 4 rescue unit members, led by Irie, were hiding in a bush next to the clinic. Nobody's looking out of the windows. Let's go. The security camera on this side of the clinic is broken, so it's safe. Defeated by lack of funding.
You want to attack from this side? Are you sure?
I would expect Shun to be like, huh? Huh? Other ear, please. Our enemy is completely dependent on the security system, so it should be alright. Okay, let's go then. Should we head along the wall to the back of the director's office? Yes. I didn't close the window when I left, so it should still be open. When you go in through the window, there's a back door in the security camera, as well as the security room for the first floor. There should be 2 guards in there. The entrance to the basement is being observed by a security camera, so they'll find us right away.
Okay, then we have to take those 2 guards down on the first floor, right? It's a basic rule to secure an escape route.
We'll go in through the office and then to the security room on the first floor. They moved forward, walking against the wall so that they'd remain in the blind spot of the security cameras. They soon reached the window of the director's office. If any village kids saw them, they'd assume they were playing around, pretending to be spies. Irie was glad that the clinic was closed on Sundays. Oh my god, this is all overtime. Irie peeked into the room. It was exactly the same as how he left it. Also wait, the clinic is closed on Sundays. Do people not need to be treated on Sundays?
Only for emergencies, maybe?
I guess.
The staff also needs the rest. It's not like they have that many people.
First of all, this is Japan, so there are no breaks. Second of all, maybe they just have days off during the weekend? Irie peeked into the room. It was exactly the same as how he left it. The window was open too. The 4 of them snuck into the room through that window. Nakasaka put his ear against the door to the hallway. Then he signaled the others to let them know that there was nobody on the other side. Since the clinic was closed, the mountain dogs were the only other people around. It being Sunday really was fortunate. It was very quiet in the clinic. The chorus of the cicadas was the only thing that could be heard. There was a clock on the director's desk. It was almost 11:30 a.m. Shin was surprised to find herself getting hungry given all that was going on. Kasa and Akasaka checked over their weapons. Irie brought out a book of blueprints from a locked bookcase. The title said Construction Plan for the Irie Clinic. How convenient. Also, really, you have a background image with a notebook, but you go for the one with
Ashtray. Sure.
Ashtray, that's what I was looking for.
Sure.
Underfunded. This is the director's office. This is the security room for the first floor. It's right next to the office. These red marks are the security cameras. The security room on the first floor shouldn't be a problem at all. The basement will be a lot more difficult. This is the underground research station. This is the underground research section. This is the entrance to it here. It appears as a stairwell to the second floor on the blueprint we gave to the regular workers, but there's actually an entrance to the basement hidden there. And this is the staircase to the basement. That's quite the basement. It's actually bigger than the section above ground. Realistic studies on aiming to stop karoshi, death by overwork, didn't start until 1988.
And I don't think they've been very successful so far.
Yeah.
I think Japan is one of the few countries that has actual numbers of death by work.
I would imagine China does by now too, with how often that has happened. Like the amount of times, what company was it? Foxconn, where people that also assemble iPhones and stuff? Not just iPhones, but there was this huge deal about, oh, Apple is having their phones made in a facility where people have committed suicide. Happened to be Foxconn. I think that was in the news like every other week for a little while, when that was like a thing that happened, unfortunately, a lot.
Now they just pay enough to not have it be in the news.
Hopefully they improve the situation so that people don't kill themselves overworking there, but
doubtful.
That proves the basement contains the real identity of his clinic.
And this is the door that requires Coach security access card to open, huh? Is it possible for them to revoke your access card? Is there a way to break through the door just in case we can't use it? Smart question.
It's a strong door. When destroying all the evidence, we're supposed to shut the door and pump water into the place. So it's an airproof door, huh? If it can endure that much water pressure, it must be strong. But not as strong as me.
So there must be no other way in other than by using the access card.
It's okay, our IT help desk doesn't work Sundays either, so the card hasn't been revoked. It's possible to block individual cards, but the access cards that Takanos and I have are special ones for commissioned officers. These special cards require an 8-digit password set by the owners, so in practice, they can't block my card. In other words, they don't expect commissioned officers to use them with ill intent, right? But if that does work, we'll have the guards in the security room on the first floor open it. Their cards should work fine. I doubt they'll let us use their cards, though.
If they don't want to help, all we need is a card and a finger, right?
I'd rather not do that.
Party pooper.
Let's just hope my card works. I'm sorry, but you came after me with the intent to kill me. If you see me, you will still kill me, and then you will go on killing 2,000 people. Cutting off one of your fingers is fair game at this point, if you ask me. Where's the security room for the basement? It's located right next to the door. And that room has air conditioning and a TV, so basically it's where all the security guards end up gathering. After we take down 2 guards on the first floor, there should be 6 left.
6 guards, huh? Then we'll have to get them all at once. If we don't, they'll set off an alarm. Unless we can cut the wires for it.
I'm not sure where, but they must have both reserve power and reserve wiring.
Then that's a no-go. It'd be more realistic to take out everyone in the security room. Are the guards armed?
The guards on the first floor aren't armed, but I've heard they keep guns in the security room just in case. All the security guards in the basement have guns, though. I think they have more powerful guns in their security room, too. Since those guns are for indoor use, I bet they use machine guns of a lower caliber. They won't be accurate when used at a long range, but they're extremely powerful and dangerous when used in close quarters.
They had an MP5 earlier. It won't be good for us if they have several more of those. But if we can take them out, the basement is ours. Coach, where's Satoshi-kun?
I'd rather not move him, but we can't leave him in the enemy's hands either. Let's move him somewhere safe. I need to be with him too.
That's not the question.
That is not an answer to the question.
Which room is Satoshi-kun in?
He's in a confinement room down there. He's been staying there since last year.
Satoshi-kun.
The look in Shion's eyes made clear her determination.
So they're not gonna go after him. Leave him there and go after the guards first.
The security guards who chased after Iria were in the security room on the first floor. They had resumed their game of poker. They knew that the mountain dogs were combing the mountains, and they were well aware that the Institute continued to be in danger. But their job was to stay in that room. And besides, they're working hard on that poker game.
Would be funnier to listen into the radio transitions.
Of course, they weren't really concentrating on the game itself. They were still both chatting about a recent car chase, and both seemed proud about what they had done. Combing the mountains? Some people probably do that, yeah.
It's a special skill.
Oh, no, imagining it. Thank you, Dark Lord. It is combing, right? Or is it combing? Fuck the English language. Those hills, though, I mean, yeah. Combing. That's what I said.
You were close.
That's some of the worst words you can use right now. Gonna do some cave exploring. It's like throwing a sausage into a gymnasium. They were ordered to shoot at the tires, but they wished they had been ordered to shoot at Erie himself. They definitely would have caught him then. They talked and laughed like that. When people stopped being on edge, that left them all the more vulnerable. This was a perfect example. That was where it took. I think I will leave you all on edge and call for another short break. For my ability to pronounce words.
BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
Welcome back and thank you for waiting. I will now enunciate. Oh, and I already fucked up.
Oh, the fox.
You good?
Yep. Go for it.
That was where it took only 2 seconds to suppress them. Put your hands on your heads. The security guards were professionals. They immediately realized the guns Kasai, Akasaka and Shion were holding weren't toys. They'd already heard that there was a gunfight in the basement of a Sonozaki residence. The security guards knew they weren't dealing with amateurs. They also knew that they wouldn't hesitate to fire. That was why they surrendered so quickly. They had handcuffs on them already, so it was easy for Kasai and the others to restrain them. The security guards had never thought they'd be wearing the cuffs themselves. They had especially never dreamed of being locked up in a toilet. That's actually nice though. I mean, compared to all the places you can be locked up in, being locked up in the bathroom is at least convenient.
Not really. Not if your handcuffs are stuck to, like, behind the toilet or something.
Oh, it's like a saw situation where you're not able to reach the toilet.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, fair, true. Big A-team moments, indeed.
Do you want me to do the in-between lines?
No. Their hands were cuffed to pipes behind them as they sat on the toilet seats. Their mouths were stuffed with hand towels, then covered with duct tape. Shion, clearly amused, remarked on how she always wanted to do this to someone, and Kasai couldn't help but laugh. So far, so good. The real challenge is the basement. They'll see us on a security camera.
Is the camera black and white? And is the screen divided into 4 sections? Take their clothes, pretend to be them.
Oh, smart. I think so. It's one of those typical screens for a security camera.
That means its resolution isn't that great, huh? In that case, I have an idea.
Take a photo of what the cameras are looking at with like a Polaroid, quickly shake it dry, and then glue it to the camera.
That's very movie-y.
Shion-san, maybe they've already suffered enough. The mountain dogs weren't only locked in the bathroom, but had to go through extra humiliation. Radio calls continued to come in from the mountain dogs who were fighting up in the mountains. The security guards listened to them intently over the speakers. From what they could hear, it was obvious the mountain dogs weren't doing well at all. They kept falling into traps, suffering heavy losses, all of which they had never expected. It was clear that the mountain dogs were trapped, but they even started to think that they were being lured into something bigger than a simple military maneuver. The mountain dogs had made a mistake. They assumed the club members went to the mountains to escape from Hinamizawa. But they were wrong. They were simply being lured into the enemy's carefully prepared territory. The panicked voices of the mountain dogs, Takano's yelling, and Okunogi's reprimands could be heard through the speakers. It certainly sounded like a war zone.
Phoenix 1 to Phoenix. Break time is over. We're moving in. We'll take over Heron's positions. We've already suffered critical casualties on our side, but the enemy has steadily retreated and we almost have them surrounded. We're almost there. We'll use Phoenix to overpower them. The Major will take command. I'm going in too. We'll finish them off.
That makes sense because we're combing the mountain.
Hey, the commander's going as well. Phoenix is going in too. It's an all-out attack.
I can't believe this. Have most of our units been defeated?
Who are we up against anyway? What kind of special unit are they?
The security guards listening to the battle reports over the radio fluctuated between dismay and rejoicing. A cute chime rang suddenly. It was a warning chime that rang automatically when someone went through the entrance to the basement. When the chime rang, the guards were supposed to check the screen to see who was coming through. The one who looked at the screen needed a moment to comprehend what he was seeing.
2 guards holding them hostage.
Okay.
Hey, it's Director Irie.
What? They could see the 2 security guards on the first floor restraining Irie and some girl. Oh yeah, that's Akasaka and Kasa. This is Director Irie, right? What's going on?
I get it. The unit fighting against the mountain dogs are a diversion. Those 2 are here to rescue Tomitake.
Call the Major and let her know that we have a director.
Trick or treat!
Tricks! A buzzer sounded and a computer panel displayed information about the card being used to enter. Commissioned Officer Pass, ID 0001, Special Grade 1. Lieutenant Colonel Kyosuke Irie, Director. Password? Boobies. With an extra 0 in between. Match. Fingerprint confirmation. Match. How strange. The security guards brought Irie down. That made sense. But why were they using the director's security access card? They were even using his fingerprint. Why were they having him do that? Wouldn't it be quicker for the guards to do that themselves?
Ah!
One of the guards figured it out, but it was too late. The door to the basement was open and the 4 newcomers forced their way inside. They ran through the security camera screen and were headed straight for the security room. They had them. As soon as the door opened, the security guard started firing. Akasaka realized that if it had taken him a second longer to pull back, he would have been riddled with hundreds of bullets. One of the guards pushed the desk onto its side. The paper cups on the desk fell onto the floor, spilling coffee everywhere. They used the desk as a barricade. Somebody's gonna slip on that puddle. The other 2 guards started to shoot at random. As long as the guards were shooting at the rescue unit, they couldn't counterattack. One of the guards activated the emergency alarm and another picked up a submachine gun off a wall. Those are not submachine guns, my friends. The other one picked up a gas mask. It was impressive that they got their act together so quickly. A situation like this would result in a fierce gun battle, meaning that it would take quite a while for the rescue team to suppress the guards. The emergency alarm sounding in the basement reminded them that their surprise attack had failed. Shit. We couldn't do it.
But they're stuck in that room. While they're there, we can rescue Satoshi and Tomitake-san.
The mountain dogs outside would definitely hear that alarm. If it took too long, the enemy would come to block their escape route. Then they'd be trapped inside. Right. I think there was something about dealing with intruders in the security system. Irie started to speak while he tried to recollect it. When he went, I expected he got shot. Shion told him that he should have remembered something like that before they came in. Before Irie remembered, a voice came on over the speakers.
There has been an emergency in the entrance block. There has been an emergency in the entrance block. All areas in the research center will be shut down as an emergency measure. All entrance area staff are together in the security room and put on gas masks. Please follow the security guard's instructions. The gas will be disseminated automatically in the entrance area within 2 minutes. I repeat.
So we'll have to take him down and cancel the alarm within 2 minutes or we'll be in big trouble.
What kind of gas are we talking about here? Is it poisonous?
Yes. No, fuck off.
Diphenylcyanoarsine.
Diphenylcyanoarsine.
Go for it.
Preemptive, I'm gonna joke on myself. I think it's poisonous. If you inhale a lot of it, it's dangerous, but it's not deadly. It only takes a few seconds to take effect. There are many symptoms, but the most common one is to sneeze for about 30 minutes.
I'm proud of you.
Fuck that word. No, at chemistry is where I draw the line.
That's a Mary Poppins song.
Yeah, it should be the refrain, the chorus. Isn't that also called red agent? The military used to use it to secure enemy territories. They either had to run out of there immediately or take over the security room, but since that area had been sealed off, they couldn't escape. But there were armed guards in the security room, and if the rescue unit members even peeked around the corner, they'd be shot at mercilessly. Damn, this won't work. We can't aim and shoot in this situation.
The basics of indoor combat. Grenades, huh? Shit, we don't have any.
You have Akasaka for him.
The Gimli move.
Yeah. Toss me. I cannot throw. I cannot jump this far. You must toss me. Is it toss or is it throw? If we rush in, we'll be shot at. What can we do?
Satoshi Kon is finally within my reach. Damn it!
She pressed her forehead against her gun, gritting her teeth in frustration. As Kasa analyzed the situation, he stood up and spoke. Everyone, let me handle this. Is he gonna have his Hodor moment after all, Tifa?
I wonder.
The guards in the security room were on edge too. Once the gas was flowing, everything would come to an end, but the guards knew their enemies wouldn't just sit and wait for that to happen. They'd come rushing in regardless of the counterattack they'd face. Although the guards would still have the upper hand, it'd be a point-blank gunfight. They wouldn't come out of it unscathed. Therefore, as the deadline approached, their tension increased. The guards never even considered that the door they opened would be shut again.
Because I was like, you know what? Bye.
They fired at the door, leaving many small holes in it. After that, it all went quiet. What were they thinking? There was nowhere to hide. The gas was about to be released. Why did they close the door? For what reason did they do that? That was when a loud explosion punched a hole in the door the size of a fist. Not only the door, but the wall in the security room had a similar hole. Is it a magnum? No, that's a slug. A calm voice echoed from the other side of the door. Correct. This weapon isn't meant to be fired at a person. You know how powerful it is, right? Shit! The power of a slug bullet is limited to extremely close-range battles, but it is also incredibly powerful, as opposed to a snail bullet, which goes a longer distance, because it has a house it can travel farther without taking a break, but it does less damage.
That was a joke? I thought that was a serious fact.
Slug, snail.
Yeah, I know, that's why I thought it was a serious thing. It made sense.
Okay, I'll take credit that I looked so professional saying this, but you bought it.
Well, I didn't see you. I'm looking at the screen, not at the camera, but... Oh, it made sense. I don't know shit about this. If you have a slug bullet, why not have snail bullet?
That's true. After all, it's fired from a shotgun, but it doesn't scatter. A shotgun is meant to fire scatter shots, but it can be used to fire only one huge, incredibly powerful bullet. That's the slug. It's usually used for hunting. It's used to shoot at animals, not humans. If it was to be used on a human, their arms and legs would be shattered and nothing would be left of a head. It shouldn't even be called a bullet, it should be called a cannon. It would easily pierce through the door, the desk they were using as a barricade, and any guards hiding behind the desk before slamming it into the wall. The guards understood very well just how powerful it was. The kind of guns they had shot out so many small bullets, therefore they didn't work as well through the door. But the enemies didn't care about the door at all. Their weapon could easily pierce through anything. Hiding behind a desk didn't mean a thing. You understand how powerful my weapon is, correct? If you don't want to die, then please turn the alarm off. Calm down. The gas will be released any minute. We have to hang in there just for a few more seconds. Don't you realize your guts will be scattered all over the floor before that happens? Kasai's voice was extremely intimidating. Only one who truly understood the power of a shotgun could talk that way. Do you fully understand the power of a shotgun, Tifa?
Obviously not.
We don't have time. I'll give you 5 seconds. If that alarm isn't turned off in 5 seconds, well, be prepared for that. Hey, what do we do? There are about 60 seconds left before the gas is released.
Calm down, he's nervous too. Don't let him take control of the situation.
That was when a deep voice rang out, reverberating through the pit of their stomachs. Hey, I've been nice up until now, but didn't you hear what I just said? It must have been coming from the same person, but it had changed so much so quickly. I, Tatsuyoshi Kasai, am giving you a chance to live. Aren't you a bit grateful for that, you pieces of shit? You don't think I'm serious, do you? Huh? Answer me! Do you remember how in chapter 4 we had this one guy who was talking with a doncha?
Mm-hmm.
Was that also Kasai?
No, I don't think so. That was the tux.
Was it?
I'm quite sure it was the
Don't
tux.
recall. A roar and an explosion sounded at the same time. The upper half of the door disappeared. So he is launching Akasaka. Numerous lead balls bounced around in the room, breaking the lights and ricocheting off the walls. Shattered glass fell onto the floor. The shotgun had turned the security room into hell. It was a Vokonogi. Damn it. The hurricane of lead balls blew violently through the room as it shattered, scattered and destroyed everything. The guards could only cover their heads and pray. They prayed the lead balls wouldn't hit them and endured the falling glass.
I was so certain it was the tux at the bikes.
Before they had a chance to recover, Kasai jumped in through what was left of the door and kicked the desk aside. He stepped onto one guard's head and yelled at the others. Alright, who wants to be men's first, huh? Is it you? What happened to that attitude just now, huh?
No! I give up! Don't shoot!
Don't waste my time, you shithead! Do you wanna die? I've dealt with far more dead people than any of you.
So sorry, please don't kill me.
Do it anyway. You know, a little bit of, waste happens in battles. They dropped their guns voluntarily and got on the floor with their hands on their heads. Even Shion couldn't believe what just happened. There were several of them and they all had been amply armed. And Kasai had a weapon too, but it was his presence that defeated them. He also has the spirit of karate. Even the mountain dogs couldn't equal what Kasai once had to go through. What the heck are you taking a nap for? Do you want to inhale the gas? I can easily rip your masks off, Turn the fucking alarm off already.
Okay, I'll turn it off. That will. Don't shoot, don't shoot.
Click, click. One of the guards got up in a hurry and switched the alarm off. Kasai stood there calmly, but they were only seconds away from the gas releasing. Shion and Akasaka came to their senses and quickly moved into the room to help Kasai subdue the guards.
Kasai, you are... Hip?
I am quite hip. I never wanted to do something like that again, but it was an emergency. Please forget about it. That was the Kasai Shion knew. But in the end, Kasai hadn't killed anyone. Shion remembered Kasai telling her how terrifying shotguns were in the basement of a Sonozaki residence. That was Shotgun Tatsu, whom all the people in Shishibone were so afraid of. Let's hurry. The alarm has gone off already. We can't stay for long. Drinking is a free action. You're right. Let's hurry. Akasaka and Kasai pulled out the guards' handcuffs and restrained them.
Satoshi-kun! Where's Satoshi-kun?
Now that the security room was under their control, Shion realized there was nothing keeping her from seeing Satoshi. She was getting anxious. Irie had shown her the map. He must be down here, she thought. Shion had already started to run. I'm going too. We have to evacuate Satoshi-kun and Tomitake-san.
Shotgun Tatsu. Oh baby, you better slow that shotgun down. He only has one mode, bullets. And it's fast.
He has the big bullets though. Alright, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't tell me Shion's gonna get killed after. Akasaka felt a chill running down his spine. Irie said that there were 6 security guards. Shion wasn't paying attention to anything else. She was only thinking about her reunion with Satoshi. And she still can't hear in her left ear. To make things worse, the security guard is waiting on the left side of Shion. Shion had to regret letting her guard down just a bit too early. The mountain dog jumped out and grabbed Shion. He choked her neck with his thick arm. This implies this mountain dog has a thick arm and a non-thick arm. Do you remember that one Asterix movie where they go to the Olympics? And they go do the Olympic Games basically. Spoilers, not really spoilers for that one Asterix movie, I forgot the name. And they have to throw spears, and the spear throwing athlete guy has one really big arm and the rest of him is just skinny.
Well, makes sense. Only trained that.
Yeah. There was no way Shion could get out of his situation alone. Irie saw what had happened. Fortunately, their backs were turned towards him. Here was Irie's chance to attack the enemy. Spear throwing. Yeah, I mean... But today, Irie had lost a lot of confidence in himself. He felt he hadn't done anything right all day. Fighting wasn't his expertise, so there really wasn't anything he could have done, but he was disappointed in himself for not being able to help just the same. But in that moment, he was the only one who could do anything. If possible, he wanted to go get Kasai or Akasaka. They were both very reliable. They could take out this man in an instant. But there was no time for that. Only in this moment was his back facing Irie. And if Irie didn't do anything, the dog was sure to take Shion hostage, creating a deadlock. Enemy backup could arrive at any moment, so being in a deadlock would mean death. Therefore, Irie couldn't depend on anyone else. He had to resolve the situation himself. He only had one chance, one shot, one opportunity. Once the unit member turned around, the deadlock would begin. But was there even a way for Irie to knock him down in one shot?
Isn't he also carrying a weapon? Hit him, shoot him.
They took it back away from him because he is not trained with guns, so he would be a liability. Assuming the mountain dog dude doesn't wear a helmet on his ears. That should fuck him up for a moment.
You still have to do that right.
Yes, but...
And he probably doesn't have the strength to pull that off.
You don't need strength, that's a funny thing. As long as you can clap, you don't need to do the Hulk smash thing. As long as you can like get your hands on the ears, you're gonna at very least throw the equilibrium out of whack. You might even break the eardrum. Why not both?
I'm sure he's gonna grab something and smack him.
I know what he's gonna do.
Or just jump on his back.
Tifa.
I mean, that will probably surprise me.
The Japanese 2 fingers in the butthole thing, which I find super weird that it ever became a thing, but I think they also used that in Naruto. No, he must. There had to be something that only Irie could do.
Ram it in his throat. Even better.
Irie took a mechanical pencil out of his pocket. It was probably the strongest weapon he had. Ah!
Oh, damn it, director! Oh!
Irie stabbed the man's neck with his mechanical pencil, but it only scratched him a little. What was he thinking? The man drew his gun, pressed it to Shion's head, and created a stalemate, just as Irie predicted.
Sorry. I was only thinking about Satoshi-kun.
And if it was up to Tifa, we would save here and call it a night.
No, but soon. So stop talking and keep going.
Okay. I will not stop talking. I must. Shion's eyes were filled with tears.
Okay, director, could you please tell your friends to get rid of their weapons? Going by that huge sound before, one of you has a pretty big gun.
Yeah, and he has a shotgun too.
2 of them even. I don't want to get shot with that.
Come on, Irie, remember Kasai-san from earlier. You can do it. Don't make me laugh. Do you really think you can deal with me? Here, in this basement of the Irie Institute? Do you know who it's named after, you son of a bitch?
What?
Don't assume this is a regular mechanical pencil. This is actually a syringe that Takano-san developed. Do you want to know what was in it? Do I need to explain?
What?
If a regular person had said that, it wouldn't have worked. But Irie was wearing his white coat and the basement was his territory. What he just said sounded very believable. He wanted to believe that Irie was lying, but he started to feel an itch on the back of his neck. H178 is a drug Takano-san created. It's the masterpiece of the 170 series. There is no treatment, and the symptoms such as confusion, delusion, headaches, runny nose, stuffy nose, constipation and many other things will start within a few minutes. In the end, you will scratch your butt so hard that you'll bleed to death. The only cure is to take the antidote within 1 minute.
That's a lie!
I love the fact that he threw in "you're gonna scratch yourself to death at your butthole." 30 seconds have passed. It's going through your heart by now and soon it'll be everywhere in your body. Don't your lymph nodes itch yet? Do you snore or fart when you sleep? Everyone rolling 20 on charisma, intimidation, whatever the fuck you're rolling with. Because in all of the previous worlds they kept missing. They kept missing and now they believe. They roll the die and it just keeps working out.
Irie is doing great.
Shion could only watch this pathetic act in silence. But for the mountain dog who worked such a shady research center, what Irie said sounded totally believable.
Shit! Oh, okay, I give up. Hurry up and give me the shot.
Is that the correct way to ask someone to do something for you?
Okay, I give up. Sir, please give me the shot.
No, that's not good enough. That's not how you talk to your master. I'll tell you one more time. Are you ready? I have to inject you in the butt. Get on your hands and knees with your pants down. After that, stick your butt up by putting your shoulders on the floor. Bite your right thumbnail and turn around. There you go. Shake your butt and beg me to give you the antidote. What, you can't do that? That's sad. Ever since ancient times, maids vowed complete loyalty to their masters. Their selfless devotion has created the virtues and culture we enjoy today. But look what is happening to that wonderful Japan nowadays. The youngsters have forgotten the spirit of maids, tanned their skin, started wearing loose socks and flashy Hawaiian fashion. What happened to Japanese women of the good old days?
I think you lost it.
Be careful of excessive tanning and take care of your skin to keep it smooth. Socks must be knee-high, of course, but garter belts are wonderful too. But once in a while, high socks are okay too, and cultivate the spirit of a maid.
Come to think of it, Japan has forgotten all about its wabi-sabi aesthetic and maids. The low birth rate and the aged society are a result of that. The population continues to age, and it's only a matter of time before more media accommodates to that. Up until now, older women's series were treated as a niche in pawnshops, but eventually they'll occupy a huge corner. Middle-aged women and maids are just different kinds of toilet detergent. They're dangerous to mix. If you mix them together, then you get housekeepers, not maids. And housekeepers will be the series of people. Middle-aged women and maids are just like different kinds of toilet detergent. They're dangerous to mix. If you mix them together, then you get housekeepers, not maids. And housekeepers will be the series of videos people watch. That would mean the extinction of maids. When that time comes, the moon will shatter into a sad ruin upon the... I couldn't keep it up, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I love how he just transcended into the other dimension background.
That would mean the extinction of maids. When that time comes, the moon will shatter into a sad rain upon the world, and an asteroid belt will cover the earth. That is the judgment day prophesied in Revelation. When the great maid headbands cover the entire world, the true king of maids will revive. Listen carefully. You stand before the king of maids. Kneel. Take back the stone from that kid. Hear the magic words. Lite lata parita maid. Maid in heaven.
I don't think we should ask, "Are you okay, Shion?" We should ask, "Are you okay, Irie?" at this point.
I appreciate very much that you go along with this. These are the best scenes for me. I just get too hyped up, and when I'm like a puppy that is being told, "Oh my God, we're going out for a walk," and then I run and I run, and then I have stubby little legs because I'm just a puppy, and then I tumble.
Weird flex, but okay, Irie. Yeah,
pop
that 100% sums it up. Is the guy still wiggling his butt on the floor?
I allow it because the other guy is a piece of shit too, and he has a gun.
Are you okay, Shion-chan?
No. After this, I'm not okay.
Yeah, so listen, I get all of this, but why did Irie have to make the guy basically sexually harass me? Like, I mean, he didn't have to make him take off his pants and wiggle his shit.
Yes, thank you. Coach? Akasaka-san and Kasai are here. They got him.
What? But I'm not finished teaching him about maids yet. You can continue later, Doctor.
Do you have a moment for our Lord and Savior,
Maids.
King of Maids? Satoshi-kun!
There really was nobody left to stop her. Shion ran down the hallway at full speed. It was right there. There was a huge window in front of Shion that allowed her to look inside. Shion threw herself at the window. Satoshi was there, lying on the bed. He was sleeping with an IV connected to his arm. There were some wires attached to his forehead and chest to observe his brainwaves. The waves of light displayed on the machine were connected to prove that he was at least still alive.
I wonder if they kept him in an artificial coma.
Possibly? I mean, that's better than going terminal, right? I mean, it's not great, but maybe one day you'll find a different cure that you could try. But he might be sleeping very deeply. His face was pale and he looked like there was barely any life left in him.
He is alive, right? Satoshi-kun is alive, isn't he?
Calm down. Dr. Irie, hurry. Irie brought in a stretcher to load Satoshi onto, and Kasai opened it up.
Hurry! Put Satoshi-kun on it!
Shion-san, before we take him out of there, there's one thing I want you to promise me. Irie gave Shion a condition.
Yeah, if he goes terminal, we have to, end this.
What's he saying now?
Shion angrily thought. I'm going to move him onto the stretcher, but don't try to wake him up. Do you understand? I want you to promise me.
Why? Why can't I wake him up?
That was the first thing Shion wanted to do. She wanted to tell him personally that he was free, but Irie was telling her that she couldn't do that. I know it's hard. I'm going to tell you the truth quickly. Satoshi-kun suffered serious emotional damage on that day. Fortunately, he's alive, but he can't tell his friends from his enemies or truth from fiction. He is suffering from a serious delusion of persecution and fear, and to escape from that, he would attack anyone. In fact, one of the clinic staff was seriously injured last year, so much so that she had to go through facial reconstruction surgery. He would even attack you. Shion finally noticed it. While Satoshi was covered in a blanket on the bed, there were 2 belts over that blanket, holding him down onto the bed. And that he also had leather straps around his arms. He was restrained to the bed. The belts had some marks on them.
But is he ever going to get better?
Yes. When at the end of the day, Rika is gonna make him feel better because she's the queen carrier and she can do that shit.
We're having a happy end right there.
It's not entirely clear how much care Satoshi has been getting other than enough to keep him stable. Yeah, he's alive. So potentially he could be fixed at some point.
He's there, which means we can have a happy end.
Potentially. The silence that followed was cruel. Irie wanted to tell her that he would be cured, but he was a doctor. He knew he shouldn't say anything irresponsible. And so that was why he couldn't say anything.
What is it? What the heck is it? Are you saying Satoshi-kun will never say anything anymore? He will never rub my head ever again? Why? Why?
Shion cried as she pounded on the glass. Stop. If you really care about him, please don't wake him up. That's what he wants too. If you wake him up, he'll likely hurt you. He doesn't want you to see him like that either. So please, try to understand.
Why?
Shion slid down the window and hit the floor, crying uncontrollably. She scratched at the floor. The sad reunion and her anger made her claw at the tiles. If Satoshi's smile was there under the floor, Shion would scratch until all of her nails were gone. Get it? Her nails were gone? But Satoshi wasn't under the floor. He was right there. He was sleeping on the bed. And he wasn't supposed to be woken up.
Yet.
But there is some good news too. It was a very small change, but his brainwaves have improved just a little in the past year. Human bodies are strong. The same can be said about their brains. There have been cases of people who received fatal injuries to their brain yet recovered completely. Satoshi-kun is trying very hard to come back. He's continuing to fight. I won't give up either. I'm doing my best to bring Satoshi-kun back to our side. And I will bring Satoshi-kun back to Hinamizawa. Why am I getting teary-eyed? By Irie's lines out of all things.
Because it's sad.
Yes, it is. The brain is what moves people. But the brain is only a part of a body. If something happens to the brain, the person will end up changing. That change hurts the person himself as well as the people around him. And hurting others hurts that person even more. Irie recalled his parents. The abnormal change in his father. His mother was not able to understand that it was caused by a brain disorder. That was enough. That was sad enough. That was the reason why Irie became a neurologist. Right now there was a young boy before him, and a young girl. Before him was a fragment of a sadness from that day. A fragment of that day's regret. After his father's death, Irie learned that he was misunderstood and that it was due to a brain disorder. But it was all too late by then. He regretted not getting into the study of brains 5 years earlier, but it was too late. But now he had studied and experienced so much, he had achieved things and he had confidence. But he still had regrets about that day. Irie holds his fist tightly and spoke without hiding his tears. I would, but then I cannot finish my line. I promise. I bet my life on it. I will bring Satoshi-kun back to Hinamizawa. I promise you. Satoshi-kun is trying to come back. If we reach out to each other, it will happen. Shion-san, please trust me and wait. I promise you.
Are you okay? No.
I will bring him back to Hinamizawa.
Do you need to hold my hand while doing your lines?
That would make it worse. Nothing wrong with that, but that doesn't help me reading. I still don't like Irie, by the way. I think this is touching. I think this is incredibly kind and loving and all of that.
He's an older Keiichi.
The shit he's done and his proclivities are still not okay with him. Irie vowed this from the bottom of his heart, and he realized something. Irie realized that everything he had done was in preparation for this day. The two people in front of him weren't his parents. But he was going to rid himself of his regrets and devote himself to that promise.
Really? Are you sure? Is Satoshi-kun coming back?
Don't make him promise things!
Really?
Yes, he is. I bet my life on it. He is coming back to Hinamizawa. So, Shion-san, please wait until that day, and we'll welcome him back together. Do you think you can wait until that day comes? Can you keep this a secret from Satoko-chan?
Yes. If Satoshi-kun is coming back, I'll do anything. I'll endure anything.
Please, look over there.
Oh wait, I only realized now! Giant teddy bear! That's been in the scene the entire time, hasn't it? When we had this shot.
No, that wasn't there, was it? No. This is the first time we see this teddy bear.
Okay, because we've had this picture as a background before.
But there was a different room.
Okay. It looks very creepy, by the way. Teddy bear.
It does look like... it's the button eyes.
Mm-hmm.
There was something in the corner of that dark room.
And this is where the horror story really starts.
It was the giant teddy bear that Satoshi had bought that day.
Irie could have given that to Satoko at any time and said Satoshi gave it to him before he left town, and he didn't. Yeah, because he had faith that Satoshi would come back, and then Satoshi can give it to Satoko herself, which I think is even sweeter.
It isn't his gift to give.
Oh, that made it sound extra deep.
Make me get all teary again.
I think keeping it is really sweet.
He worked so hard and saved a lot of money to buy that for Satoko-chan's birthday. Can you imagine Satoshi-kun leaving without giving it to Satoko-chan? No, you can't, can you? Satoshi-kun will come back to you and Satoko-chan with a teddy bear. Please. Just wait until that day comes.
Can I come visit him now?
Of course.
Can I sit next to him and read a book to him? And
Can the scene be over now?
I see her struggling.
It keeps happening. Listen, if it wasn't for the fact that I have to read lines, I would be more than happy just sitting here crying in front of all of you for the next 30 minutes, but I have to read. Absolutely. I'm sure he'd like that too. Shion started to cry again. Akasaka came in with Tomitake, but he couldn't say anything to her.
I was gonna say they better have gotten Tomitake in the meantime.
Akasaka slipped on one of the tears.
It's like a whole puddle by now.
Giving it to her would have left a trail for Ishii to track down Satoshi in the clinic, and Irie would have had to answer difficult questions.
But even then, saying, oh, he got on the train and left, never saw him again, you still need to...
What train did he go on? I don't know.
You still need to answer those questions, get through the whole police thing. They might keep coming back to you. It's a hassle you cannot...
Making it all disappear like it never happened is the easier lie to keep up.
Yeah.
Because you go, I don't know where he went, I don't know where the teddy is, I don't know anything.
Plus, Oishi might get suspicious of the clinic or keep an eye on the clinic more.
I'm glad you're safe. Once you call the bloodhounds, everything will be okay. Well, it won't be that easy. That gunfight earlier destroyed the radio equipment in the security room. The mountain dogs must have cut all the communications leading out of the village, so the only way to get in touch with Tokyo would be to leave. If that's the case, we'll have to break through in a car. Mion-san and the others are doing a great job gaining some time for us, but they will be cornered eventually. We have to take Tomitake-san out of the village so he can call the bloodhounds. We have a problem. If they've already cut the phone lines, they must have closed the road to town too. They're also supposed to carry one high-explosive anti-tank weapon in case of a vehicle trying to break through. Okay.
Nice recovery.
I know, I was like, stuck landing. An RPG-7, huh? They aren't expecting a tank, so I guess they will be using high explosives. Even if they don't hit us directly, they might flip the car. They're not easy to deal with. But unless we use the highway, it will take too much time. We can't take any detours. We're all doing great, but I don't think they'll last until sunset. We have to hurry. Why doesn't Akasaka just take him piggyback and run?
We don't have any time to waste, huh? We've got to take Mr. Tomitake to Okonomiya immediately. Coach, head to a safe place with Satoshi-kun. Let's get out of here quickly. It's only a matter of time before they show up.
How do you go to a safe location when everybody is looking for you with a stretcher?
Well, honestly, every place in town is probably safe in a house.
Yeah, but not if the mountain dogs are coming after him and he has to roll around the stretcher.
Yeah, but if you go into a random house...
Shion's eyes were swollen from crying, but she had calmed down. Satoshi's safety depended on their victory. They had to win for his sake too. Although this is a very sad situation, Satoshi was alive and he would be back someday. Shion understood that, but yet more tears poured from her eyes.
Sis, everyone, thank you. We've succeeded over here.
Have you succeeded until you have reached safety, Will?
But we have succeeded in making a lot of progress, so this is a very good moment to save. We are getting somewhere.
Didn't manage to hit the button.
I was certain Satoshi was dead. Knowing that he's alive somehow isn't a shock either.
And a wonderful time was had by all.
Exactly.
The stream started. Yes, the stream started with an emotional roller coaster. Happy nostalgia, sadness. Happiness, sadness. And in the end, that's also kind of how the game went. There was a lot of action, there was a lot of mates, and a tearful reunion. Yeah, I'm okay. Genuinely, I don't mind just crying it all out. But then I'll get annoyed at myself because I'll be sitting here for 10 minutes just like full on ugly crying.
That's okay.
I know.
But you can't do your lines then.
Then I get annoyed at myself because I want to read the lines.
Fair.
I didn't expect that to get me, honestly. Kudos to Ryokishi07 for good writing again.
Understandable.
What a roller coaster. And all of this following right on the heels of a Made in Heaven moment.
That was a very Keiichi moment.
I want to say it's a very hormones moment.
No, I don't think so, but They just had to add some humor in it at this point, I guess.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Even though you already had the scene on the mountain.
There is the whole flip-flopping between serious moment, lighthearted moment. But
I think each scene must have some comedic relief, I guess. I don't know why else it was added in there.
I feel like this is all setting me up so that in the end something is gonna happen that's bad again, and then I'll just be destroyed. Because like, oh my god, look, they all believe in the miracle, they can make it happen. Akasaka is punching and kicking people left and right. Kasai has gotten his shotgun, he is doing things. They found Satoshi, he's on a stretcher, but they're safe. Everything is going great, they're kicking the mountain dog's ass. And then something bad needs to happen. That's how it worked in the 7 chapters previously. I don't want it to happen. I am all in favor. I'm full steam ahead for the happiness train, for the golden ending. But
I think we might still have some sad moments, especially with Takano probably. They're gonna try to pull some kind of tearjerker there.
that could be that she is given the, oh my god, it's a sad moment.
Maybe a goodbye from Hanyu. Because mission fulfilled or something, I don't know.
You lifted the curse of oyashiro-sama. Goodbye. And then she vanishes.
That's already been lifted.
And she's finally
Took 7
able
generations.
to move on.
Maybe something like that, I'm not sure. I expect a tearjerker. I'm just not sure where they're gonna place it yet. I think Takano is the most likely one. And of course the whole like, we did it! We did it! Yeah, yes we did it. The whole Dora dance.
But we did it! Oh yeah! Fuck Takano.
No, we'll see. For now, I think it's time to do the show. Say hi to Skinner, who is playing
Bioshock Remastered. So, if you want to see more fucked up shit. I don't know enough about Bioshock, but judging from what I've seen, I think it fits the theme kind of.
Fits the alley.
The stream title is Champion for a Week. I believe this has to do with the fact that during Ranger's stream, when he did the WWE wrestling thing, he also made characters in your likeness and mine and Skinner's and Benjuma's. And Skinner had a title and he lost it because Ranger is incredibly good at rigging these games.
I thought Ranger won last week.
Ranger wins every week.
Then he didn't have a title, did he?
Does he? I don't know. I don't know how wrestling works.
Fair enough.
I don't know things. If you cannot stick around for Raid, please check out Skinner when it's convenient for you. Do it.
What he said.
I have pressed the button. Server Raid is now starting.
Does that mean I now press the button?
Not yet.
Okay.
First, I take a deep breath. And my nose is
Kind of
stuffy.
smell? Oh. That's not what we're going for.
Wait.
You kinda smell like a maid.
Press the button.
Okay, that's not what I was going for, but thank you everybody for having fun, having anger, having tears, having Higurashi. More of it on Friday. See you then. Love you.